everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. I am trying to start my stream, and I was gonna get the cats to stay in another room for the first hour because they're like especially crazy right now. Hi. And Tiki thinks that the best place to start the slap the toy game is right on my power strip, and that can't be a good idea. And I was gonna kick him out, but then Moose wanted to sleep in here and I can't close the door, but he just left, so I think I can do it. Alright. The super special secret for how to get 2 kittens out of your office is to take a crinkle ball or spring. And what? And real quick close the door. Oh, they hit the camera on the way out. Hang on. I'll fix it. I can fix this. I can fix this, right? Let me see. What? One moment, please. I was afraid of this. Where is it? This one. Turn it off. Turn it back on again. There we go. Hi. All right. Let's settle in. We're not gonna get any mounts like this. How is everybody? How is she gonna reach the sink? Cat farming stream tech like it's a blue-collar job. Actually adorable. They're so crazy this morning. Tuna spent the whole morning taking the bed inserts out of the cat tree and then wrestling them down to the ground to like strew them about the house. And I kept putting them back and he kept like climbing back up the tree to then like gather up this pillow, which is like 3 times the size of him, and then toss it off of the edge. Never seen a cat toss anything before, but like he wants those down. Tiki was climbing the firewood. They are nuts this morning. I'm going to Zul'Aman. I live in only Zul'Aman. I don't know why I'm in Silvermoon. I'm not allowed out here. I don't have the Witherbark Pango mount yet, and that means I'm not leaving. Or at least I'm not playing anything else. How is everybody? Smile, Laugh, Grace, Chris Winters on YouTube. Hello everybody. We're multi-streaming again. I'm gonna keep that up. I was happy with how it went yesterday. It sure makes it easier to get the VODs onto YouTube, so I might just kind of keep that up. Miss a few streams, you're 7 of 8, right? I got lucky. I just need the Zul'Aman one last. And my new coolness is that I can finish my 90s in like less than a stream time slot, so I kind of needed more characters. And I found out I can handle doing it on 80s. It's a little dicey depending on which rare it is, but like I can do them on 80s. And I had the glorious, wisdom and foresight back during Legion Remix to make all of my different remix alts, not only on like RP servers, but different ones. So I have a bunch of alts that I can use for this after I've kind of got my 90s through here that very well might have. I know it's Saturday morning, so maybe not. Maybe not. It is the prime timiest of prime times. And, but I think I might be able to find more spawns up. So I'm hoping I can really just kill lots of rears, get lots of chances. I don't know how many. I kind of regret that, but that's okay. Just started work. Good to catch a stream. Hair color's so nice. I think soon I'm gonna put some more dye into it because it's becoming blonde. The peach is kind of almost gone. I think I need to hype it up a little bit. I'm just supremely lazy. Over 1,400 kills since number 3 dropped for me. Holy. At 7 of 8 missing with 1 from Zul'Aman. Oh, I'm running over here. 1 mount away from not knowing what to do, and wow. My plan so far, my first plan will be to celebrate, because sometimes when I finish something, I move into the next thing too fast, and we don't appreciate what we've just done. But after that, Void Storm fishing. Void Storm fishing, that's the plan. Gotta start my rares tonight. I love this grind because no matter what happens, I'm getting Marl. And I need Marl so badly. I might swing by the ret vendor in this zone and see if I can like clear it out if there's like tabards or some garbage I haven't bought yet. I need, according to all the things, how much Marl does it say I need? 118k. And I have like some, This character's holding 25. I've got other characters that have more. That one's not up. Diamondback we can do on this character. Riveting fishing content. Oh, it's gonna be can't miss material. That one we'll try to actually have a count running for, so I can tell you exactly how many times we've fished. It's like an extreme sport. Working on my meta achievement as well. Other than Zul'Aman. Greetings all. Greetings day. Happy Saturday. I thought this was up. It is not. I just assumed. It was silly of me. Go check on these ones. I'm gonna confuse you by talking to you on both YouTube and Twitch. Thanks, Scarlett. I can do that. I'm easily confused anyway, so I don't know if you're gonna confuse me anymore. You might. Worth a try. Here's Froggy. Imagine if it just drops like first thing on my first character. It could. You know. If it couldn't, then I wouldn't be doing it. Debating how I want to go about that. I have both open. Save. I was putting emotes in both chats before stream started. Something about running 2 streams at once does make me feel kind of like extra famous. It's not like we're breaking the internet with either one, but I do feel like a little extra popular. It's bringing out my inner Regina George. Hazel on YouTube allows for Hazel on the big screen TV. Took me around 200 casts to get them out. Consider myself lucky. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to, when it comes time for it, stack perception to the best of my ability. But I'm also really cheap. Like, I don't want to spend any gold at all, like, on Bloomline or anything. I would maybe get, like, a perception tool enchant to apply to just, like, the blue quality fishing rod. I don't even know if there is an epic quality fishing rod for, like, midnight fishing specifically with midnight fishing secondaries on it. Possible. Maybe. There we go. What are you guys getting up to this weekend? If you have bad air quality and hot weather, maybe gaming. If you have good air and manageable weather, maybe outside. I did a little outside yesterday. What did I do? I did more gardening. Oh, I was working on yeah, I was working outside and hanging out with Moose. Slow, but not impossible. Final Fantasy XIV era has persisted. Need to queue for a dungeon, just can't be bothered right now. Yep. Yep. Speaking of dungeons, I had the intrusive thought. I was playing Palworld last night, and I thought, what if I could just do time walking? Like, if I'm just gonna, like, game. I'm enjoying Palworld, but I'm having a hard time maintaining my investment. I'm having a hard time, like, really getting into it. I occasionally will surface, and I'll be like, what's the point? What am I doing? For whom does the land ball toll? And I end up kind of like casting around for something else to do. Because I don't want to do something if I don't really want to do it. I don't want to do stuff just because, but then if I don't know what I want to do, I end up doing nothing, and that's terrible. Literally every build game for me. I normally really like them. I don't know if it's because I've started this one over a few times in rapid succession or what. But I'm enjoying it, but I'm having a hard time like being like. I guess I don't know what the point is. Like, is the point to get leveled? Is the point to beat the game? It's been so long since I played a game that you could beat that I guess I kind of forgot that's a thing. How's your cookie clicker era going? I haven't been clicking any cookies. I haven't had it open at all. The last I looked, I needed to leave the client open for like an hour for one thing, but like 7 hours for another thing. In the cookie clicker garden. And I started to not do that, which is probably good. It was a little distracting, but it was a little sad. I feel a little bit like a giant iPad baby that's like trying to put down the iPad, and it's making me irritable. Love your vibes and personality. Oh, thank you. What are you gonna main next season? It's kind of $1 million question. I was talking to my GM last night, and I can kind of do whatever I want. I mean, that's always true. In our guild, we have a very laid-back guild. We're not mythic, so we really have room for you to kind of do whatever you want. I don't know. I always like healing. It's never a wrong answer to just do a holy priest season. And I was kind of feeling like maybe I wanted to switch classes just for a season and do like a DPS season on a warrior. And if I'm gonna do that, I need to commit to it. And I need to like actually like put some work in. And not just assume that everything will work out. And I mean, it will work out if I have no standards. If I have no, like, level of care for how much damage I do, then I can probably just log on to it and press any button and it'll be fine. But if I'm gonna do damage, I would like to do damage. I don't need to win, but I want to at least be in the conversation. which is a problem when you are out of touch. It's kind of really fun. Loved mating Fury for Season 1, despite hitting my WoW wall. I'm wondering to what extent it's going to be important for me to learn arms, or if I can get away with, like, just, if I really focus on Fury, if I can actually squeeze decent DPS out of it in a raid. Because I was doing fine in dungeons. Dungeon DPS was fun on Fury. I wasn't having any issue with that. It was in raid that I was kind of struggling a little bit. Should we let the Hazel Tank era begin? We've had the Hazel Tank era. I've been there. I've done that. It's okay. The only real appeal to it is that it feels a little transgressive, and it's not anymore. So it's kind of tanking. I bless tanks. Love them. It's pretty boring. You face the boss here, you taunt here. Oh my gosh, use your mitigation. Wow, you did it. Like, it's for a special kind of person, and a special kind of person can do it really well, and that kind of person has character traits that I do not possess. You'll Nihilo the bear. Raid tank, pretty boring. Dungeon tanking might be more fun, but I'd rather be DPSing or healing. I don't feel like I'm lacking in options of stuff to do. Love DPS Warrior and Holy Priest. DPS Warrior, satisfying. What do you think about Arms versus Fury? What are people's opinions there? I want to hear some reviews. If I was to theoretically come back to WoW, do you see tank in my future? I mean, it didn't immediately cross my mind, but I think it's just because I've never heard you talk about tanking. Tanking is a really, I think, satisfying thing to do when you are locked in with a group of people that kind of need a tank. Solo pug tanking, I'm sure it can be done. It sounds really thankless. It sounds like you're sacrificing a lot for people you don't know and never see again, who are going to call you stinky names. And nothing will ever be good enough for them. I don't have the strength of character to handle that. I think it's probably much nicer in a steady and consistent group. Just do half of Iron Docks with Necro Banner up. I'm voting Dis Priest. Chaos Agent over here. Do half of Iron Docks with Necro Banner. I read that one already. I don't know what it means though. I know Iron Dock. I don't know anything about Necro Banner. They changed it in the pre-patch, so I reluctantly swapped to Fury. I prefer arms because I like the two-handed sword and style of it. But with Fury, you get two-handed swords. That's twice as many. You could have 4 hands. Healing is my gem. I can tank, but playing a DPS puts me to sleep after 15 minutes. I find it so boring. Yeah, healing, dungeon healing is... Raid healing's fun. Dungeon healing's my favorite. Dungeon healing is so exciting. There's always something... I mean, healing in easy dungeon's kind of sleepy, but it's like comfy sleepy. And there's usually some button that you can be pressing or something you can be doing. And then healing like a disaster makes me feel like, I don't know, Captain America. I feel like it's the purest power fantasy that is available to me in game, is coming in as literal Superman and just casting massive spells on a split-second notice to try to save the day and prevent a wipe. Join me in Dispriesting. Easy title, Season 2. I am a lifelong Dispriest hater. Not the people that play Dispriest. We can accept them into our hearts, but I only play Holy. I never play Disc. I have like a mental hang up about it. I've always been like that. It's like a meme. Don't all roles get boring once mastery is attained? The journey to that competency is what's fun. You sound well adjusted. you sound like a nice person who's like good at stuff. I hate sucking at things and I like being good at things. I have the exact opposite experience. I hate working on things and being new at stuff. I know that's how you get better. I know that's how you improve at stuff, but I loathe not knowing the answer and making mistakes. It makes me so uncomfortable. The day Holy Priest lands in S tier, I will be extremely shocked, but I will always only play Holy Priest. It's always going to have its moments, and I feel like it's always playable. Like, even when it's not meta, or like it's kind of in the bottom of the pack for the Mythic Plus season, you can still get your Keystone Master and whatever. I healed 3,400 on Holy Priest this season, and Holy Priest was definitely not the class to do that on. Holy Priest Midnight's really fun. I had a lot of fun at the War Within playing Premonition Oracle, and it's okay that it's gone. I'm over it. I'll make my peace with that. I think I was the only one that liked it. Mastery among 99.9% of players is a complete myth. I've never reached that point personally. We'll stick with Enhance. I always figured actual mastery is a myth. It's one of those things that, like, you can approach it infinitely, but you'll never actually... I don't know if there's perfect. I don't know if perfect's a thing. Oh, Tanzar, thank you very much for the Twitch raid. Welcome, raiders. Disc Priest in the War Within was broken. I'm not considering another healer spec. If I'm going to heal, I'll play Holy. I like Holy a lot. I was talking about Resto Druid. I forgot what happened to that. Catmint is not finished leveling yet. I guess the question then, if I do DPS next season, is... I guess my greatest fear is that I'm going to DPS and I'm going to set myself up to it and commit to it, because I feel like that's the best way for me to actually have fun with it, is to not, like, split my time too much. And if I'm not healing any keys, I have this, like, internal fear that I'm just not going to get invited. I have this, and I know I have other people in my friend group that definitely heal keys. There is room for me to DPS. But I feel like I'm not going to get to play as much if I don't heal. I don't know if it's a true feeling or not, but I'm a little afraid of it. I might have to test it and find out. Want the dragon dude to get an overhaul? Give me a traditional dragon healer. I hate all this aiming stuff. You don't like Prevoker with the cones? It's gotten a little bit better. It used to be more like that. Are you not enjoying Holy Priest anymore? No, I am. I must be misconstruing myself. I like Holy Priest very much. I've had lots of fun with it. We were just talking about stuff. I get stimulated just playing Holy Priest. Imagine trying the dragon. My favorite thing about Holy Priest is how, like, traditional it feels. I love having a heal named Heal, or at least I used to. I think they've removed it from me now. I think it's just Flash Heal, but I don't know. Things that do what they say in the tin. Anytime I've ever played healer, I've certainly got infinity more action than is enhanced. It is a fear well founded in reality. DPS Doll Season 1 did a lot of pugs without much trouble. Suspect you'll have your friends to play with. But I may not be able to play with them as much if I'm not healing is the thing. I don't think that's anxiety. I think that's true. And if I'm not going to pug, I don't know. I have issues. Tried Resto Shaman and Druid and all the prep pissed me off. Like, click here, heal here. I liked Prevoker and I liked Holy Priest because they were kind of polar opposites. Prevoker, when I played it in Dragonflight, was very much like weave together the pattern of spells to unleash sick combos. And Holy Priest was very much like blue button, big heal. Blue button does big heal. Brown button heals by itself. You send that out, you don't worry about it. That's not your problem anymore. And I liked both styles of it. They were just a big contrast. It's nice playing things that are, like, different from each other. First time tuning in live. Been playing my warrior as Prot this patch. Just doing solo stuff. It's been fun. Nice change of pace. I've heard a lot of people enjoy having, like, a tank spec that they use for world content in, like, delves and, you know, what do you call the delves on a beach? Ritual sites and stuff. Are you going for top 1% Mythic Plus? No. No, I'm really not. I don't think that I have it in me. And I don't think I need it. I think it'll be okay. I did get 3,400. I was happy with that. That was a bit of a stretch for me and for us. That was difficult. The 16s needed some real sit up straight, pay attention kind of energy. Morning. Good morning, Wolf Cloud. How you doing? Happy Saturday. I need 2 more rares and then I can do my next character. Oh, there's one. I don't want to waste all day today waiting for rares to spawn. I have so many characters that I feel like if I'm just stuck camping, I need to just log off, try a different shard. I want to try to keep my kill frequency up here. Prop Paladin and Brewmaster Monk has helped me so much with some collecting this patch. We got it. Was shocked when I got 3,400. Which mount did you pick? I ended up getting the Speculative Shredder Tank. This was my mount that I picked for 3,400. I love the way that they fly. I think that the X-Wing thing is really cool. And I thought the purple color kind of stood out more than the original versions of the Shredder Tank. Amethyst, nice. Yeah, that was my second pick. That was I almost went for that one. That was like neck and neck with this one for me. Oh, hey, that's nice. Look at me getting all these spawns up. Still waiting for the launch date. I think that'll determine whether I play Season 2 or not. Is there like a wrong answer? if it launches like on top of your on top of like a trip or something. I want to get like really invested in WoW again for season 2. I just got to find out the right framework within which to do it, I guess. All right, that's it. That's all the rares, or at least all of the normal ones on this character. I'm just going to clear out her bags a smidge. I'm not going to waste any time, and I'm going to hop on to the next character and keep having at it. Some of my alts are in war mode, some of them are not, some of them are different servers. Hopefully we can find lots of spawns of these guys. Plus make lots of marl. Hate missing the initial frenzy. If it drops and I'm out of the country for a couple weeks, that'll kill it for me. Yeah. Catching up from behind, even when there's plenty of catch-up mechanics, and you like know what's going on and you know what you'd have to do, just the feeling of everyone else started a couple weeks ago is such a drive killer for me. Giving Palo World a more serious play run fun so far. Nice! Surprised at how much % I'm getting for the Vicious Mount. Can actually see myself finishing that, but my goal is hitting 1950 rating. Oh, nice. My guild goes hard, so they'll be all set up. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta narrow my focus and get a project. I love it when I have a project like this. Like, right now, I am locked in on getting this mount. It's gonna happen. I believe. Oh. Hello? It's me. Finally started collecting sky shards last night. I have 17. Very nice. Yeah, you'll have the mount in no time. They go pretty fast. It was one of those farms that looked harder to me at first than it turned out to be. Let's maybe try this way. Do I have any vial essences in this character? I don't. Oh yeah, that's right. This character, yesterday, I tried to kill Diamondback twice, and then I wiped twice, and then I just gave up. I just decided that was not worth it. Sometimes on a character that I did yesterday, my rare scanner skulls won't refresh right away, and I need to actually, like, encounter a rare. I need to fly past one for it to, like, remember what's going on. Even, like, a reload, I don't think will fix it. I'll try. Anyone else have that issue? You need 500 mysterious sky shards from Herondar for the Echo of Almtron mount. I guess I didn't ask what kind of sky shards you were looking for. If you have 17, it's probably not the Alani sky shards. You're probably doing the Herondar one. Can you show the mount you're farming? I can, yeah. I'm trying to get the Witherbark Pango. It is the last of the rare mounts. The last of these, the rare mounts from Zone Rares. I have I have 7 out of 8, so this is the 8th one for me. Any rare in the zone should be able to drop it for me. Oh, there we go. Wait. Yeah, if you had 17 of the real sky shard, you're the goat. Farmed all the rares in Herondar for a full month to get all the sky shards. No mount dropped from the rares in that time. Just my luck. What if it's the next rare? Could be right around the corner. Man, my game really doesn't want to refresh my rare scanner skulls. I thought that finding a rare would do it. You're gonna make me remember which one I've killed and where they are? You expect me to have learned something from all of this? That's gonna be a problem. Right around the corner. Any minute now. Well, someone's camping that one. How about over here? The mount that I'm flying is the other one that drops from Zul'Aman. This is the other last one that I got. Oh, there it is. There they go. Just took a second. So weird. I mean, the riverbend, since you're in Zul'Aman, and that was an attempt at a Disney WoW joke. I was scrolling Disney trying to see if there was anything that I wanted to... Oh, hey! Watch. I didn't find anything, but I think I'm just in a big pit of apathy right now. Which of the Disney, like, classic animated films do you think holds up the best? I know they're all still great, but, like... You guys have a favorite? I love a lot of them, but I could never really, like, pick a favorite. The soundtrack's a big deal for me. I feel like a soundtrack can really make or break a classic kids movie. Robin Hood, Aladdin, Mountain Thane Fun for Fury. Yeah, big thunder strikes. You're doing like an enhancement shaman cosplay. Cinderella, Lion King, Tangled because the guy is hot. Oh, the finest reason. The absolute finest reason. Oh, Sword in the Stone. Aristocats. Aristocats had a phenomenal soundtrack. Speaking of cats, they're trying to bust into my office. I think the last 2D animated one to be released in theaters. Love Princess and the Frog. People sleep on the Princess and the Frog. I didn't see it. It came out when I was kind of graduating high school. And at the time I felt myself too old for it, as teenagers do. Some of them. And, so I didn't watch it at the time. I remember I actually went to Disney World when I graduated with my mom, and they had like a bunch of Princess and the Frog like promo material and stuff. And I was like, I don't know this one. This one's not for me. I'm too grown up for this. But I'll enjoy the rest of Disney because that makes sense. But I later went back and rewatched it like years later in like my late 20s, and I was like, wait, this is phenomenal. This is so good. I don't think it performed super well. And I feel like that was kind of like the death of like the 2D animation. It's a beautiful movie. My answer for this always changes. Oh, I'm getting so lucky. I'm catching them before they die. I don't know if Emperor's New Groove is a classic, but yeah, Emperor's New Groove. That's a good one. I love Yzma. Phenomenal villain. Haven't seen it. Well noted. Love the 2D animation ones. It's very good. It's very moving. I cried. It's not hard to make me cry, but it did do it. Not sure which is my favorite though. The fact that I enjoyed it that much without having a sprinkle of childhood nostalgia for it, I felt spoke pretty well. A lot of movies that I liked as a kid, I'll watch again and enjoy just because I'm reliving that feeling. And that one I didn't see as a kid at all. Great Mouse Detective, Robin Hood up there too. Didn't people say that they liked Robin Hood because the fox was hot? Isn't that an experience some people have? I didn't see the animated Robin Hood. I've seen Men in Tights more times than I'd care to admit. Maybe. Stranger things have happened. I'm not here to judge anybody for a hear me out. Men in Tights is hilarious. Yeah, the Robin was also hot in that one too. You go from Princess Bride to that, and then you just want to find out how many sexy medieval movies Carrie Elwes managed to perform in, and the answer is more than you'd think. Spine Frill. Shout out to the Cars fandom. They got way wilder stuff. I'm sorry, Cars? Good morning, afternoon, Hazelin. Chat, good morning, Milan. How are you doing today? Shards can drop off of mobs as well in Herondar and also in the Herondar Delves. So you can get them from Grudge Pit. Some people will farm them in Grudge Pit. You can just grind mobs if you like. The rares just have a slightly higher drop rate and occasionally drop multiple shards. So if you are also farming, if you also want to get the Vibrant Petal Wing or the Rootstock Grimlinks, then farming rares is a nice way to double dip because you'll get shards and you'll get chances at those two mounts. But if you have those mounts already, or if you're not planning on farming them, you could just grind mobs or grind like a low-level Grudge Pit Delve and grind shards that way. Men in Tights the movie was probably when I knew I was gay. Let's see. The lady with the chastity belt. Still rocking 7 of 8? I am. I'm only a couple days deep into 7 of 8 though, so I don't feel like I've outgrown it yet. If only it were, that would be terrific. I'm gonna need to watch it again. It's been a minute. Meow. I need to rewatch Gallivant, but I was only able to get 1 season of it. And after it left Netflix, the other season of it, I don't remember if I have season 1. I feel like I have season 1, and there's a whole second season. And I can't even, I'm gonna have to track it down online. I'm gonna have to do something. It's too good to not enjoy. It was sad when it got canceled. The world doesn't appreciate good things. I feel like Gallivant is my Firefly. That's my show that was canceled too early. Morning, good morning. How are you? Oh no. I suppose that's fine. I feel like I just got big dogged by a shaman. Memory Unlocked, I loved that show. I haven't seen it in a few minutes. Is Murloc up? The one problem with being in war mode is sometimes somebody will be at the rare and they'll be of the opposite faction and then you're kind of in a awkward standoff. Love the couple of episodes of Gallivant that I was able to catch. Yeah, there's 2 seasons and I feel like both of them were fantastic. I think Alan Menken worked on the music for it. If it reminds you of Disney, that would be why. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Hazel, will you kill the other player if they're attacking your rare? I don't think so. The other day, I was at a rare and someone was fighting it and I was on a level 90 and they were on like a level like 84 or 7 or something. And I thought to myself, I could probably kill them, reset the rare and get the rare. And then I thought to myself, I'm on TV. People will witness my crimes. I can't do that. I can't be nice all day, but I can be nice for 3 hours, 5 days a week. It's a PvP here, I love it. They're just trying to farm their mounts. What if they're farming the mounts because they saw me farming the mounts and they're like, I'm gonna go out there and turn on war mode and I'm gonna get rare kills and this is gonna be great. And then I like come up behind them with a giant hammer. Like, that's not very nice. You just see like the shadow of a gnome burgeoning from behind. Also, even more embarrassing, there's every chance that I try to kill them and they win, despite the fact that I have like 4 levels on them. It's not like I know how to PvP on a warrior. War mode does not increase your chances of a drop. It just, there tends to be fewer people in war mode, so it's a little bit easier to find rare spawns out. They don't have a super long spawn time, but I've found that it's nice for finding rares a little bit more often. Too kind for war. Only when people can see. Let's not get it twisted. I am exclusively nice for my reputation. This is for appearances. This is not who I am on the inside. Just killed this level 82 shaman on my freshly dinged 90 and they owned me. TikTok infamous without ever being on TikTok, saying can you believe she did that? Ban her. The more you farm other people's rares, the more you taste the hammer. Simple as. Now the person who said they love the personality and vibes earlier, reconsidering their choices. Very family-friendly reputation. Yeah, I suppose so. I feel like it's family-friendly just by, like, exclusion. It's not that I do anything that is particularly, like, aimed at children and families. I just try not to do things that are, I don't know, overly edgy, I guess. It's not like it's made for families. It's just I don't know. I just swear in my own time. That's all. Who's hitting the door? I want to let them in, but they're gonna turn off the stream. Children, kitties. Was in Pandaria back in BFA, had like 40 levels on this hunter, shooting my Ardlan Goblin Warrior, and I was eating and watching something else, and I heard her go, wah, arr. Emoted no and stop and whatnot to them. Oh man. I feel like even if I used my like After Dark channel and I was gonna try to stream with profanity, it would feel too weird now. I'm too used to not swearing on camera. I have to be very focused on something to slip up, which does happen occasionally. I would have to be like really dialed in and then very startled to accidentally say a bad word on stream. It would be just weird and inorganic if I did it now. Morning, Hazel. What mount are you farming? I am trying my best to get the Witherbark Pango. This is what I want. This is the last mount that drops from Midnight Rare Creatures that I don't have yet. How's Midnight as an expansion? Haven't played it yet. It's good. It's good. It's got lots to do. It has got no shortage of stuff to do. I like the zones a lot. I like the raids a lot. Dungeons are fun. They have added tons of outdoor content. And also, if you haven't played Midnight yet, you probably haven't tried Housing yet. And Housing is a whole game of its own. Game within a game. It's like The Sims, but in WoW. I'd trade you my Pango for the Hawkstrider. New Checkle. Startle, Hazel. Really don't care to kill people in war mode, but don't test me. Those 2 streams were peak. Once upon a time. Do I want to sit here and camp this one or that one? Or maybe I don't sit and camp anything. Maybe I move on to my next character like I said I was going to. We can do that. No cursing is a big deal for me. Do not mind an occasional swear word in a joke, but dropping F-bombs all the way irritates me. Yeah. I do speak very coarsely when I am not online. I am not this clean around the clock, and I would never pretend to be. I don't know. Some people are parents and some people have speakers, and I don't want to be the person that teaches your kid a word that they should rightfully learn at school from their peers, you know? That is not my place. That is for their friends. And or bullies. No more drop chance in war mode. It's just another way to find spawns up. I remember in BFA when they had the big war mode changes, added them out to the world PvP achievement. Sure, I let them slip more often than I should. What's your favorite bad word? Depends. Depends on what I'm talking about. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite bad word? I'd have to record myself to, like, find out. I don't know if I know off the top of my head. So this 90 is not in war mode. So she should be on a different shard. Oh, there is Raro. They're all gonna get filtered out of chat. I'm pretty sure I have profanity filters on both stream chats. You'd have to do some creative skirting to even be able to say what it is. English, and I say bugger so much. I will say I once got in trouble because, not in trouble, but I got like really like core embarrassing memory level of embarrassed. I was at a friend's house. I was a kid. And this will require me saying like a mild British curse word, but it's important for the story. I was at a friend's house and I was a kid, and she had British parents. She was born in Canada, didn't have an accent, but her parents did. And we were playing in a room before school for some reason. Not that that mattered, but like I remember saying we were talking about British words. And I said the word arse really loud because I didn't think it was that bad because it sounded funny and it didn't sound like the, I don't know, the Canadian version of the word. But I'm like 8 or 9 and the whole house went like quiet and I was like, I was so embarrassed. I don't even think that they said anything, but I think they weren't happy. And I had a reputation as like the good kid. I was like Madam Goody Two Shoes. And for me to like loudly drop, I don't know if they thought I was making fun of them or if they just thought I was ill-mannered or what, but I proceeded to worry about it for the next 3 calendar years. Zippy the Deadhead, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was pretty young. I was pretty young for sure. Been on a real douche nozzle kick. That's retro. Baseline for vulgarity has shifted a lot over the last 2 decades alone. Oh, my pet. Let's join. I feel like in the spaces where I am, people don't swear as much anymore. Like, my guild Discord used to be pretty filthy, as many of them are, and it isn't these days. Most people keep it pretty clean. People will occasionally, like, drop an F-bomb or something, but it's not like a shadow on how it used to be way back in the day. I will not try to do Diamondback. You could probably say the C word and they wouldn't care. Maybe he's an adult. Swearing relieves stress. Hazel has the guns out. I do today. I'm gonna end up freezing. I would dress like this more often. I'm not particularly concerned about modesty. I'm mostly concerned about being insecure about my posture when I watch it back and I'm like, why was I doing this? And then mostly I just get cold. But I thought to myself, if I make myself have to look at my own shoulders and muscles on stream, maybe that's gonna make me want to work out a little bit more. I do yoga, but I haven't been lifting weights lately. I had a phase where I had watched a Netflix show called Physical 100. And it's just got like lots of different types of athletes with different physiques, like doing physical challenges and stuff. Great TV. And I watched that as a person that didn't do any exercise at all aside from like walking my dog. And I'm like, man, they look different from me. There's a lot of different fit people that look a lot of different ways and not one of them looks like me. And I thought perhaps this means I should get into better shape. And then I kind of got into it for a little bit. For, I think, largely vanity reasons. Whoever you said, I promise you, most of us probably say way worse, no judgment. I always like start stream being like, oh yeah, I look fire today. And then I watch the VOD back later and I'm like, what is this? It looks like a human crab. And it's just insecurity. It's just like, it's just looking at yourself tends to get you like that. I also don't always have awesome posture. It's better than it used to be, but it's not perfect. Vanity reasons get a bad rap for no reason. It's a valid goal. I don't want to be like Hugh Jackman jacked, but I am unlikely to get Hugh Jackman jacked anyways. On account of being a woman with a limited grocery budget and no desire to use any kind of enhancers. Return to bouldering, work on the squeezers. When I was doing more yoga and I was doing more of like the upper arm balances, I had better like shoulders. I was starting to get like a pretty fit like my back was starting to get like actually toned. And it's doing all right. I look okay. But I don't think I look like I could, like, I don't know, survive in the wilderness. That was my thought when I discovered Pepper Steps. Adorable, nerdy outdoor hiking. Look at her abs. Oh, man. Next expansion, Warrior Main. PvP in war mode. Jacked! Physical 100 was such a good show. Challenges mostly favored men. They did a little bit better in the second season of structuring it in a way where they didn't just eliminate all the women in the first two challenges. It's just a hard thing to do if you're going to have co-ed athletic challenges, to have them in a way that's like... There are things that can favor women, but you have to kind of design for it a little bit. Didn't expect to see Hazel flex today. I'm trying to enter my vanity era. What look are you going for? I want to appear as though I can survive in the wild. Yeah. I don't know. I want to feel good. I don't want to hurt. I want to have, like, energy and not feel, like, weak and in pain, I guess. I do for the most part. I don't know. Change is hard. I stepped on a scale for the first time in like years earlier this year because I was trying to weigh the cats. I was trying to weigh Kira, and I couldn't get her on a scale, so the best thing I could do is weigh myself without her and then weigh myself with her. And I did that, and that works fine. But I hadn't stepped on a scale for a few years, and I hadn't stepped on a scale since I'd started working out. And I initially, like, kind of went through a moment because my weight changed, because of course it did. It had been a couple of years. I apparently have put on some amount of muscle, and, like, my body's changed since the way it was, like, when I first moved to Canada. And my body had been the same for so long, like, it didn't change at all for so many years, and I'm like, wait, how dare you? What do you mean? What does this mean? And it kind of freaked me out for a little bit, and I'm trying to like make better peace with it and try and not be so hung up on like, I don't know, wanting to be exactly the same as I was when I was 21, and that maybe a little bit more body on me might help me feel better throughout the day. But that's a hard one. The guns are heavy. I wish there was easier ways at home to measure things like your muscle mass and your body composition and your body fat percentage, because like it would be, I don't know, it would be nice to know, you know what I mean? And I'm sure there are, but like I don't know any of them. You can look up your BMI, but they're just gonna guess. They don't know how ripped you are. Not saying I'm ripped, but like, I don't know. Had the same moment too. It's crazy how powerful that number is. I didn't realize how hung up I was on it until it changed a lot, and I had to like reckon with that. I thought I was totally chill. I thought all of my issues with that were like a long time ago. And then I was like, wait, what do you mean? Not sure how accurate calipers are for measuring body fat. Supposedly scales that can sort of do that. I have a scale that like says it can do a bunch of stuff via Bluetooth, and I'm looking at it like, what do you mean via Bluetooth? You gonna Bluetooth my butt? Like, how does that even work? What's it gonna like put a little laser go beep 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 like it's like a sci-fi movie? Like, what do you mean Bluetooth? As far as I know, my guns don't have Bluetooth receivers. I don't understand. Smartwatch tells me it knows those things. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm dumb and I want to understand how something works before I just like believe it. It's like, you can't just tell me a thing, and I need to know why you know. I don't need to understand how you know, but I kind of need to understand how you know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to know how to do the math. I just need to trust that the math exists. I'm not even sure how pulses are read on smartwatches. That one I have faith in. That one has something to do with the little green light that they can measure. Wanting to know how is the opposite of dumb? I guess so, but sometimes that can lead into kind of an anti-science misinformation direction where people are like, well, like if they can't understand something, they'll just assume that means that it's not true. And sometimes it just means that you don't understand it. A lot of people go wrong with vaccines like that. So it's a good instinct to have, but it's also something that you want to kind of keep an eye on. It's hard. It's hard to live in an era of both science skepticism and misinformation, and wanting to like you want to have the right faith and the right trust in the right places, but also it's increasingly good for bad actors to misrepresent themselves as those places and then like take advantage of that faith. I just need to be better educated, I think. Not go back to school, because let's not get crazy, but someone out there must have a Bluetooth symbol on their butt. There's got to be some workout fiend that has managed to get some kind of an implant that they can Bluetooth to that will scan some metrics about their body. There was a whole like sort of CD subgenre of like cybernetic implants that people use to like get their room keys, like the house keys, like implanted in their hands and stuff like that. I would not. It's bad enough when I lose the authenticator backup for like a thing on my watch or my phone. I don't want to be like, oh man, I forgot the password for my wrist key and I can't reset it and it's just still here doing nothing. I would not like that. Being 30, trying to start physicality sucks. Mine changed when I herniated 2 discs. Been working on getting it back to where it was. Starting to not figure out the difference between AI videos and real ones. Same, and I hate it. I watched a video yesterday, and then I was kind of scrolling the comments after, and there was a couple of people complaining about like some AI in the video, and I like went back and watched it, and when it was pointed out to me, I was like, oh yeah, that is AI, you're right. But like I didn't clock it while I was watching the video. At no point in my video watching experience did I like get icked out by it, and that scared me because I do not like that kind of thing slipping by me, and it's upsetting that it can. I didn't notice until someone else noticed first. Have no eye for AI. I think that relying on having an eye for it is going to be a really short-lived strategy because it's getting better so rapidly that it's not far from a point where you need like it's going to be very, very hard to distinguish. I don't think it's something you can just expect to be obvious anymore. I don't work for Blizzard. I do not. I have done partnered content with them before in the past, not super recently, but I have done partnerships with them, but I've never actually worked for them. I've always been freelance. Went for dinner with a friend last night. We were talking about this. My theory is there will legit be people that earn a living as AI detectors in the future, if not already, like how they're sniffer dogs, but humans. Oh, man. Were people like this when Photoshop and picture editing was more prolific? People, there's whole communities of people online that are dedicated to trying to pick apart Photoshop on, like, people, like, comparing, like, before and after photos, or, like, Instagram versus reality. Like, that predates AI, like, people trying to keep an eye out for things like backgrounds warping, which isn't really reliable anymore because people can edit better than that, but, like, trying to find tells for, like, hey, this person has manipulated this photo, for good or bad reasons. Have a good day. Good day to you. Is what someone working for Blizzard would say. You think there's secret underground undercover Blizzard employees posing as streamers? Oh, man. Oh, dear. Dear me. That's a new one. That's a new one for me. I've heard all kinds of wacky theories about me. I've never heard that I am secretly a Blizzard employee and also lying about it. You could be. Cats are Blizzard agents. They're everywhere. Yeah. One more rare over this way. How else would they implement community feedback with such expediency? Listened to 2 music tracks, sounded good, lyrics written by man, but the music made by AI, did not notice until they told me. Yeah. It's not going anywhere in a hurry anyway. There we go. Did you graduate college? Nope. I did not. I was going to I went to university. I did 1 semester of university here in BC as a music. I was going into a music program, but it was too early for me to actually pick a major, so I can't say I had one because I didn't. Like I said, I did 1 semester before I dropped out. But I was in a music program. It was good that I got out when I did. I was gonna have a lot of student loans and no career prospects anyways, so I flopped early and I flopped well. I'm gonna get my next character. Probably gonna die down a bit once they have to get real earnings from those trillions of dollars of investment. Yeah, I'm curious as to what the landscape of, like, AI and AI tools and AI use looks like in, like, I don't know, 10 years? Give it, like, some good time for some people to really need to force some monetization. I don't know if curious is the right word. Foreboding might be better, but what are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna skip Squidgy. If I'm gonna do level 80 characters, I want to do ones that are on different realms. Just had the AI conversation last night with my friends. Had a friend that graduated with a degree in music conducting, and he went into the army. Yeah. People do work with music degrees. It's very limited out there if you do not want to be a teacher, though. A great deal of the jobs in music are teaching kids and people that want to learn music. There's not a lot of actual performance gigs out there, and the ones that there are kind of less glamorous than they look. I genuinely think I'm much better off streaming than I would have been in that field if I'd finished my degree. I think AI will need about 5 years of work before it works properly. I don't trust it for anything like answers wise or looking stuff up wise, because the fact that it can just make stuff up and be confidently wrong, and then people go, well, you should fact check it. I'm like, if I can fact check it, I should just look it up the old fashioned way. Like, it just, I don't like, I don't like it. I don't like the way it lies, because it doesn't even know it's lying, because it doesn't have any concept of the truth. It's got no way to know. And that's upsetting to me, that we're just assuming that it's fine. I get a little shiver down my spine every time I see somebody post like an AI definition of something. Even if it's right, I don't like it. I'm gonna be old and sticky about this. I don't like it. Yeah, if you can't trust it, why use it exactly? It would be faster to just look something up the old-fashioned way. Although it's gonna get increasingly hard to do that, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, the old-fashioned way is kind of getting worse. I do agree with that. If you do the legwork and tell it it's wrong, it's always like, you're right, that's my bad. Anywho, here's what you just told me. What are we doing here? I hope you have a wonderful day, Hazel. Hi, Happy Sour. Thank you very much. Right back at you. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I miss the way the internet used to be, but I think part of that is just me, like, getting older and cynical and, like, giving up on stuff. I think that there are still pockets of the internet that are exactly like they used to be. There are still people with energy and creativity that are just being human beings online. And I need to keep my mojo so I can try and do that. As far as I'm concerned, that's my job, is to be a human person. That's it. That's the goal. That's the bar. Hello, Hazel in chat. Hi, Dr. Bazinga. How you doing today? Neo City's a good place to start. I genuinely do not know what that is. Print media isn't much better. I guess I'm sad. I was reading a newspaper, and like a local business had taken out a big full page ad, and it was completely AI, and I was so disappointed because, like, I don't know. It's not like it's a business that probably doesn't have a lot of overhead, so I can't really like shame them for not paying an artist to make their ad, but like, I don't know, it just creeped me out. Pretty sure the Epic BG community hasn't changed since the release of Epic BGs. I helped someone get a degree with AI last year. We set up a pipeline of agents where one collected the data, we manually check it, and then it went into writing.
Many are still recovering from the twilight bleeding.
Oh man.
Help us got a herb from the shrine of Cozy for medicine.
There we go. Listen. I was gonna say, I'm still writing my videos the old-fashioned way, and that is true. I'm not writing a whole lot of them, though, so I can't exactly pretend that my way is better. It's not like I'm putting out any great quantity of content outside of streaming. I'll work on it. Humans trusted Skynet. Look what happened. I'm missing some formative sci-fi education, entertainment. I've never actually. Is it from Fahrenheit 451? It's from something. Whatever Skynet is from is something that I haven't actually seen. And whenever anybody says it, I always kind of think of Sky Mall. Haven't tuned into a live in a couple of years since I stopped playing. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Alyssa. Doing pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain. Still having fun and well. Living life. Resident Evil? Terminator. Well, those are different answers. It is true, I have not played Resident Evil, I have not seen the Terminator, so it could be either one as far as I'm concerned. Soccer Skies, thank you for the 15-month resub, back after a long WoW break, and our hair colors are the same. Twins. Twins. That's fun. Which, what color of, do you do it at home, I guess? I guess is the question. I was going to ask you what color you put in it, but you might have it done by somebody. Work as a senior lecturer at the university. There's a serious discussion of substituting students' research papers, courseworks and such with additional more thorough oral exams. Yeah. I guess it would be hard to know what people actually know and what they're just able to get out of an LLM. Resident Evil with Alice. What mount is that? I am riding the Armored Golden Pterodax, which I'm pretty sure is a, I think it's a trading post mount. I think that's what it's from. That's Umbrella Court? If you have a lot of scripts and a written text, teaching the style in an offline model is fair game in my book. He has a lot of cute pets. Maybe I've fallen down the rabbit hole of how peer review works in universities and even publishing companies with the best of intentions. Yeah. My world is so small. My world is so small that I'm very out of touch with how these tools are used in other spaces. Like, I only really see the things that come across my feeds and my, like, radar, really. Speaking of cute pets, I feel like after my midstream break, I'm gonna try opening up the door again and see if we can get Tuna or Tiki or Moose in to say hi. See what we can do. That one's not up. Go check for these ones. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. Turn this boat around. Yeah, even AI used to distribute your algorithm in social media apps. If AI is so good at algorithms, then how come all the algorithms have gotten really garbo in the last, like, 3 years since AI became mainstream? That's what I want to know. If it's so good for serving up content, how come the algorithm sucks now? Maybe this isn't a universal experience, and it could be just me. But all of the recommendation algorithms that I engage with, which I guess is like, what, Netflix, YouTube, Google News, I don't know. They're terrible at finding things that I actually want to watch. I have to really dig if I want to try to find something on YouTube. And you'd think, like, I'm using it too. I'm like watching things, I'm clicking around, I'm thumbing up, I'm thumbing down. I'm trying. It has gotten notably worse. I used to have like a hard time regulating how much time I was on YouTube, and now I can't even make myself do it. That's bad. I mean, for them, it's good for me. It's I'm sure that they are using AI in the algorithm, but I'm not convinced that it's doing a good job yet. Maybe the algorithm serve up Hazel's content more. I cannot put that on you. If I want the algorithm to serve my content, I need to put some work in myself. I'm not putting out enough stuff, and I'm not putting out the right stuff. I don't have to do the same things that I've been doing, but I do got to do something. Serving up things they want you to watch. They were paid good money to do that. Mom teaches cosmology. She's been dyeing my hair pink for 6 years. She's Iro. Oh, I've heard that's good stuff. I wonder if I can get it in Canada. Although I can't really complain about my hair fading when I took no troubles to try to maintain it. I misunderstood for a moment when we said cosmology, and I was imagining your mom being like a professor of Capricorns and Libras. Most of social media uses a model that resets things you didn't like every 30 days, so pushing stuff you didn't like even if you press not interested. Yeah. Well, whatever they're doing, it's not working for me. I do think that there is a pretty big gap between the content people say that they want to watch and the content people actually click on. And I think that's true no matter who you are. There's the thing that you will admit to watching, and then there's the thing that you'll kind of like, your id's gonna click on mindlessly without your higher brain getting involved. And I think that behavior drives like the whole economy. Trained my own recommendations with years of YouTube Premium. Might have changed it in different directions. I have watched hours of people power washing things. I did get on a good trim. You know what I started watching is I started watching people hedge trim things. I had looked up hedge trimming tips because I was going to trim a hedge and I wanted to know if there was anything good that I needed to know before I started. Alas, I watched the videos and they're like, trim the damn hedge. Like, that's it. You take your hedge trimmers and you go, vroom. There's not a whole lot of secrets there. But after having watched that, it'll start serving you up like satisfying hedge trimming videos, which are kind of a good mix of like the power washing thing, but also kind of like competency and just hard work content, because it's a lot of work. These things are heavy. You gotta climb the ladder, you gotta move the ladder. It's a big job, and it's usually a time lapse. You see somebody doing like 6 hours of work in like 10 minutes. Now curious what their mom thinks of the universe and evolutionary theory. I don't think cosmology is astrology. I think I'm just doing my best dyslexic impression. You can click one tweet from a different niche on Twitter or TikTok. It'll fill your algorithm for 30 nights and 30 days. YouTube made me watch so many Rust videos. Never played the game. What are your thoughts on Classic Plus? It sounds like it would be good for people that want it. I have no stake in it at all. It would be not for me. It's not up my alley. I don't feel like I get an opinion there. How old are you? Does this mount drop from any rare? I am 33. I'm turning 34 in September. This mount can drop from any rare. Yes. All of the rare mounts can drop from any rare in the zone. So if you search rare creatures, it'll give you the list. 2 mounts per zone. So this is the other one from this zone. This is the last one I need. Any Zul'Aman rare. You get 1 chance per day per character, which is why I'm using so many else. Have a good stream. Need to go mow the yard before work tonight. Have a good mow.
Beings are attacking the temple of Janalai. Show them who
Yard work is the
protects our
secret
Lord.
work. I like that if you watch a video on YouTube, remove it from your videos, you're going to see part 2. Totally don't store all your watch history, even if you opt out of it. Do you like the new way of mount drops per zone? Yeah, I do, actually. I find this is a lot more fun and engaging than just sitting in one spot in front of one rare, waiting for it to spawn so I can farm it for a mount. I like having the mounts be like a low drop rate, but drop from a lot of rares. Because you get like more chances, there's more flying around. There's more like little successes where you find one of the rares up, and that's kind of exciting. Nine years ago, I watched 3 minutes of a conspiracy video about pyramids, and YouTube still recommends this kind of content for me. Any branch of content that tends to be sticky for people, it will try harder to get you into. And a lot of conspiracy content is like that, because people will fall down rabbit holes and stay online for a long time. So that content gets recommended a lot, because if they can get somebody to fall down that rabbit hole, they're going to spend like 9 hours on YouTube. That Azure Span one is the bane of my existence. Yeah, 1 chance per day per character. So you can't kill, if you kill the same rare like 10 times in one character, you're not going to get loot on those subsequent times. But you can use alts to keep going. Still, the world boss changes in 12.1 for no reason. I'm reserving judgment on that. I think there is a reason. World bosses have caused horrific zone lag for all of time. They have caused massive performance problems, and I think instancing them is probably smart. Instancing them and then also having multiple difficulties is interesting. When did you start playing WoW, and how did you get into it? I remember I saw the OG WoW box at Target and bought it to try since I was already playing RuneScape. I tried WoW for the first time when I was 16. I was in high school. Maybe 17. It was around 2009. 16 or 17. I was in high school, and all of my friends played WoW. And I would hang out with them, and they would talk about WoW, and they would talk about their raid night, and they would... And if you've ever been around a group of people that are all talking about something like that you're not into, it just sounds like Greek, and it's so boring. And I felt so left out that eventually I was like, I gotta play this game. Like, I don't even want to play this game. I just, I want to be able to talk to my friends, and this is all they'll talk about. I was pretty resistant to getting into WoW because I didn't have like a job as a teenager or anything. I didn't have a part-time job. I didn't have my own money. And I was not the type to like ask my parents for their credit card. And the idea of not only asking for money, but recurring money, ghastly. I did not want to even go there, but eventually I must have done. Because I tried the game at a friend's house and then I did get into it myself. And then all my friends quit. Eventually. Yeah, 16 going on 17. Have you ever seen the SNL skit of that scene from Sound of Music? It kind of makes me roll my eyes how focused it's been on ritual sites, which are kind of like delves, and now world bosses will just be kind of like delves. I think world bosses are going to be more like raid bosses. I think it's going to be basically Rotmire. Which I don't think is a bad thing. They have a lot of overlapping content now, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. What about you guys? When did you first get into WoW and like why? What was the thing that drew you into it? Was it friends that were playing? Like me? You just like see a box and think, that orc looks kind of cool. My brother and his wife? Did Hazel just make an SNL reference to chat instead of the other way around? Let me play on their second account. My RA was playing. I'm not sure what an RA is. It says it's up. Is it true? Who's to say? My best friend played EverQuest and then WoW. He lived with me when we were younger, got me hooked. Static. Okay, hang on. Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Any better? I wish I had a way to monitor that. Better? Okay. I might need to... I don't know what I need to do. Cable management might help. I might need to replace a couple cables. The actual devices I'm using I'm pretty sure are fine, but some of the cables have been through some stuff in their lives. It was the waterfall. Nah, I have occasional issues with sound. Thank you for telling me about it. I wouldn't know if you guys didn't give me a heads up, and I appreciate being able to fix it quickly. Algorithm showed me some nutty girl playing the game, and all of a sudden I was hooked. Like all Blizzard games, so I got into WoW and EU release in 2005. All my friends were playing, leaving me in D2, so I had to switch, and now I'm the only one that plays WoW. The uniqueness hooked me, tried it, was all over after that. Oh, vanilla launch, yeah, it was a holdout because it was killing my main game, and the clip from G4 TV about how Horde characters could get the Westfall chicken, but only if they emoted to an ally to dance for them. Yeah, there used to be all kinds of cool stuff like that. The Mountain Dew commercials. See? Marketing works. There's somebody out there that's still playing WoW that's like, you know what? I never would be doing this if it weren't for Mr. T. I would have lived the rest of my life. I could have been a StarCraft player. Things could have been different if it weren't for Mr. T and his mohawk. Guys from work kept asking to play with them, starting at the end of Andrea. I wonder if that's not correct. Mr. T and Shatner, I loved those. Oh, there we go. Last rare on this character. And then I'll probably take a midstream break before I get on my next ult. A friend of mine has been playing with her dad since she was a kid, begging me to play with her, and I always made fun of her for it, and then I tried it during Shadowlands, and here we are. I was in college, saw the guy in front of me playing, spent the first few years, came out like I would never be addicted to something like that, and here I am 15 years later. What were you going to name your private server on Palworld? My first thought was only Hazel's Allowed, and then I toned it down and I went for Hazel's Lonely Land. Should have stuck with only Hazel's Allowed. Not following a specific route, just kind of running laps to wherever I see them up. That's weird that didn't go away. Mom and dad's side of the family played WoW. It's so weird to me when I hear about people that got into it because of their parents. I know it's a thing now. I know the game's old enough that that's a completely normal thing. And also that, like, you know, some parents that are my parents' age, or older, have been into it the whole time and got their adult kids into it. But, like, man, that one gets me. That one makes me feel funny. Got my mom into playing WoW. Got my mom into playing it. Oh, man. Greetings from Brazil. Greetings. Hello. How are you? Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. I'm looking for an expedition yak. If I was a better creator, I would learn just a little bit. Just like greetings in a bunch of different languages so we could whip out like a little bit of Portuguese. I just need like a hello. Good morning. Little Spanish, little French. What else do we got? What are our most common second languages? There's some European ones that I feel like are gonna kill me. I don't think that I'd be able to learn greetings in some of these languages. I don't have the mouth for it. I don't have the linguistic muscles. Remember this girl I worked with at Walmart lived with 3 guys that played WoW and she just knew raids and instances. Late to the convo, curious, what was your primary instrument? I was a trumpet player. I was a trumpet diva. I had an ego that outstripped my talent. Bear Bakery, thank you for the 81-month resub. I first played in Wrath and died to the Murlocs next to Goldshire. I was so upset I logged off and completely quit the game until some friends I played League of Legends with got me to give it another try in Kata. And hi, Hazel. Hi. No way would have thought you played clarinet. No. Part of the reason I played trumpet was just because my family had one already. A relative had played one in high school and like kept theirs, so I didn't have to rent the instrument, so it was cheaper. But I also liked... I've always been a little bit of a hipster, a little bit of an antagonist. A little bit of, I want to do whatever people don't expect me to do. And I was, like, very titchy about any stereotypes about girls when I was growing up. So if there was something that was, like, a stereotypical girly thing, like playing the flute or clarinet, I did not want any part of it because I didn't want... I was just, like, a massive teenage pick-me. So I wanted to play trumpet because it was different. Band director IRL. Oh, nice. Oh, you're in the trenches. My favorite teachers were always my band directors. I have the best memories of them.
Good fortune to our friends.
Hurt my big lips to try trumpet, so trombone was just right. Man, I shredded my lips. I had braces, and I shredded the inside of my lips playing anyway, because I had a dream, and I had no self-moderation. You want to learn a formal greeting or a slang greeting? Something casual enough for streaming. Something casual enough to just say hi to a friend on the stream. And I'll do my best, but I'm going to apologize in advance for my pronunciation. Played bass clarinet for that reason. Never learned how to read sheet music. Just memorized the order of what button to press for each song. Oh man, I was the kid that was always so annoyed that no one took it as seriously as me, because everybody just took band for a free credit. There was like a couple kids that were tryhards, but most of the kids were just there because it was a chill period, it was a free credit. You couldn't really fail band as long as you like showed up and had your instrument, because you could be like, oh man, you can't hate me because I'm not talented, because they just didn't practice. So like, most people were just kind of there to like hang out and have fun, which... they were probably doing it right. That's the correct reason to take band, you know? Like, you're making memory with your friends, you're enjoying music. It's probably the best formation you can have. I'm the one taking it too seriously. But we used to show up on Monday after having had a weekend, and we would rehearse a song that we'd done perfectly fine on Friday, and it all fell apart with 2 days off, and I was like, you guys didn't practice. Way too into it. Wanted to play flute, was told I could not, so I chose clarinet. Say, oh, how would I say that? Auba. Is that an O? My eyes are dying. A-O-B-A. Very Brazilian. Like saying, what's up? Did your instructor ever order you from first chair to last or something like that? No. It was just high school band. It was just high school band. It wasn't hard. Alba. 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 One time someone stole my trombone oil and that really irritated me. Oh, I did not like it when people would be like trading instruments. They'd be like, hey, can I play your trumpet? You'd have to be a really good friend of mine for me to let you play my trumpet. And then I would have to disinfect it because, I mean, I don't know, it's gross. It's full of spit. One day I'll do a crazy unrealistic sub goal for me to whip out the trumpet again because I need it to take years so that I have time to like practice in private and build up my chops again because I have no musculature for it anymore. Alright. I am going to take a quick break. I will be right back and maybe I'll try and kidnap a kitten when I get back so we can visit with Tiki or Tuna. BRB. Okay. I am back. I've abducted my friend. He looks like a whole cat now. Look at this. Look at this. You're so big. You got so big, my friend. Hi. Mwah. You're so cute. You're so cute. Where do you want to be? Where would you like to be? What are we doing? Can you hear him purring through the mic? He does little, like, coo purrs. Hi. It's just him that does that. Tuna doesn't do that. Tuna's a tunadactyl. Like, very clearly. Nice. Kitty. My baby boy Tuna. You kids behaving? They were not this morning, but their dad played with them a bunch and got them all sleepy, and now they're being all cute. He's such a baby. Hi. Hi. You always gotta be a little careful because he's gonna do this for a while and then he's gonna be like, you know what I want to do is bite your nose. Hi. I love Velcro cats. You want to sleep in my lap? I hear you wanted in here earlier. Oh, there you go. Hi. He's nearly as big as my 1-year-old black cat. How old are you? It's July right now? You were born February, March, April, May, June. You're like 6 months old. How'd you get to be 6 months old? When did that happen? Oh, gosh. What a cutie. This is Tiki. Hearts exploding. Isn't he cute? Been playing since day 1 of Vanilla and took about a 6-month break during Legion. Alright. Hi. Tiki, we gotta pick another character to do this on. I was gonna do just Hunters, but if I want to stick to Legion remix alts that I took on other realms, I think I need to branch out. I'm gonna take a paladin. Percher. Isn't he cute? Aren't you so special? I love him so much. He's so sweet. I don't know if it's like, if I'm a Disney princess or I just have... chewing on me. If I just have the talent for finding like the sweetest cats. Hi. Do you mind? My babies are so nice to me. And my last baby girl, my beloved departed Miss Kira, was also very sweet and very friendly and like kind of wouldn't hurt a fly. Love me to pieces kind of thing. And I thought, that's the one. I get one in my lifetime. All of my other cats, I'm gonna have more cats because of course I am. And my future cats are going to be demons. They're going to hate me or ruin my life, and I'm gonna love them anyways because I owe it in karma for what a sweet girl I had the first time. Hi. So I don't know what I did to deserve you. Hi. And Tuna. Tuna's very sweet too, but Tiki's the one that wants to live inside my skin. Yeah, I miss Kira so much too. I like to think that I carry her with me. I think she's still hanging out in the spirit. I still kind of feel her. My cat is an agent of chaos and violence, but despite everything, I still love her. Newest kitten, a year old now, also does the trilling and chirping all the time. He really wants to crawl inside your skin. Yeah, I think that if he could live in my, like, stomach cavity, like it's a survival situation, he would do it. Hi. You're so sweet. He's gotten very gentle, though. Like, for the first... I've only had him home for a couple of months, but for the first little bit, He was very sweet like that, but he was also kind of like chompy and bitey and scratchy a little bit, and he's completely stopped scratching at all. Even when he's kneading and if his claws are long, he still won't scratch you. And he's gotten much more gentle with the biting. I can kind of let him chew on me now and it doesn't hurt. Alright, I'm taking Snow Crab to... I'm taking her to Zul'Aman to farm rares. That's what we're doing. I'm going to turn on Plater. And I'm going to turn on Rare Scanner. I'm going to enable Rare Scanner? Hello? Where's Rare Scanner? Where did it go? It's installed. Is it called something else these days? Does it not show up in search? I'm so confused. I've been using it this whole time. That's so weird. Anyway, we'll head out there. Cat currently giving me evil stares from the kitchen counter. I'm sure he is plotting my demise. I was gonna go... Oh, I was gonna do edit mode and I was gonna grab my normal UI. Miss seeing her roaming the stream set. She was so lovely, and she spent so much time. She loved stream specifically. She loved it when I would come and sit in here and stream. That was her favorite thing. She always, her whole life, would kind of pout on my days off and try to lead me into the room and just be kind of like, all right, fine. Why not? Why are you slacking? It's a mix of the 2+ cat distribution system finds the person most needing a cat that complements your vibe. Aw, Queen Kate, that's so sweet of you. I've been doing this a long time, and I am occasionally plagued by anxieties that I have peaked and my glory years are behind me, and it's all downhill from here, so to have any kind of a new viewer is very nice. I'm gonna try very hard to make sure it's not all downhill from here. Chewing is my cat's favorite activity. Not a single thing in the apartment has not been gnawed on by the cat. Some of them just like to do stuff like that. Suspect Tiki and Tuna getting there too. Tiki already wants me to stream. Tiki loves it when I'm in here, and he tries to get me in here. He sleeps in here if I'm not in the room. If you don't have a permanent scarf in the cat, do you even have a cat? Oh man. I just gotta be careful if I'm cuddling with them in bed, because they will occasionally bite me under the covers. And that hurts. Cats are the best. I'm like uncool to the degree to which I'm kind of obsessed with cats. I also love dogs. I love dogs a lot. I have a dog. He is my baby boy. He's in here actually. He's right behind me. Moose is my beautiful baby boy. I don't know. I think I've replaced people with animals in my life. I don't have a lot of people in my life, but I love my animals very much. You can hang out with them all the time. I'm gonna pick up... This character does have mine. Oh, she's got blacksmithing. That's right. I'm gonna pick up modern mining, so I at least have mining, and then I'm just gonna fly out to Zul'Aman, I think. Just you wait. Hour 2, all PvP gangs with waves of F-bombs. Sometimes I wonder if that would be more successful. The Grey Tabby used to get ASMR. She passed away a few months ago in May. She was a wonderful, wonderful girl. She had cancer, sadly. She was about 12. Maybe 11. 12. Get the impression that the few people you have in your life are all very special to you, which is a great place to be. And it's true. It's true. How are you today? Hi, Andrin. I'm doing good today. How are you? Happy Saturday. I'm like, you guys can't see, but I've got a kitty on my lap. Hi. Hi, baby. Are you happy? Are you comfy? I think he's gonna sleep there. Great, just had dinner. Stuffed. Nice. I gotta figure out some things to cook the next couple days and do a little bit of, not even meal prep, but just like soak some ingredients. Soak some chickpeas or something. Maybe chuck a loaf of bread into the bread maker. I haven't done that in ages. Make something. Okay. I don't know what happened to Rare Scanner. I was using it today. I'm loading out-of-date add-ons. It's not even in the list. What happened? I guess I'll double check my curse forge. That's so weird.
Save
Rare
what
scanner.
light wood you can find
Oh, I have
and
collections
hit them
closed?
back hard.
Oh, I do! Oh, thank you. Okay, perfect. Okay. Here, let's just turn it on for everybody. Let's just do that. There we go. Does your partner cook? A lot more than me lately. He has been absolutely carrying in the meal department. He makes all of our breakfasts, 85% of our lunches, and probably 75% of our dinners. Okay, so we've got it on. I just need to do a nice reload. Yeah, it's really nice. I always cook. Curse of being a chef for 17 years. Got my pup Loki around the same time you got Moose. He's a huge German Shepherd now. He's so dopey and sweet. I saw at the vet a little poster that said that in dog years, our 3-year-old babies are like 30, and I was offended. What am I? I'm a Ret Paladin. I wonder if I can get away with just one buttoning this. Probably. That's probably what we're gonna have to do. How many kills are you at for the mounts? Been killing rares every time I see one the entire X-Pack, and I've only gotten 1 mount. I am gonna need to try harder. I don't know. I don't have any add-ons tracking them. Next time I do something like this, I'll make sure to set up the alpha version of Rarity or whatever to get like a count. I did try doing what you did at first. I originally thought I'm just going to kill them when I see them and see how many mounts I get, and I got no mounts doing that. I didn't have any mounts drop until I started like clearing out laps of the zones and rares on multiple characters a day. That's when I started to see mounts drop. Don't know if you noticed, but he died. I was kind of hoping I could get away with 1 button rotation, and maybe on some of these rares I can. But this character is level 80. She's in remix gear. This rare kind of slaps, and oh, hi Tuna. Hi. How are you? This character, this one kind of slaps. That's a passive. Where's Judgment? Like regular Judgment. Wake of Ashes is there. Oh, my buttons are all messed up. That's part of my problem. Tuna, you want to come say hi? Hang on. We got another kitten. We have Tiki's brother. I mean, technically they're cousins. Technically they're cousins. We got Mr. Tuna coming for a visit. Getting that too. Romantic guy. Hi. This is Tuna. Tuna is 1 month younger than Tiki. Tuna's the crazy one. Tuna's very sweet too. He's also very friendly and very sweet. He's like weaponized levels of cute. He's so cute that he could like get state secrets, I swear. Hi, you guys gonna go cause problems? Whoa, okay. Alright. Just, if you start wrestling around the cables, I'm gonna have to evict you because you cannot bring my stream offline again. Love how his tail's a different color. His pattern's so pretty. His face is... He's got a very cute markings on his face. Okay. Here, let's do Judgment. Let's do... That's Battle Res. That's not gonna help me. Wow, my keybinds are really messed up. They're from Remix, I think, is the problem, and I'm pretty sure I was just 1 buttoning on Remix. There's Final Verdict, that's important. So there's Final Verdict. There's Wake of Ashes. There's Divine Pullman. Okay, yeah. Divine Storm's there. Okay. let's try again. Let me be in... Should I take reduced damage? Probably. Let's be in Devotion Aura. And... Okay. If I have any cooldowns, I don't know what they are. If there, I should keep an eye out for interrupts. I can also, I can stun, and I can heal myself. I need to be using Word of Glory to heal. That'll help. This is going better this time, I think. What's that button? Is it important? Camera light! I don't know anything about paladins, they scare me. Oh, I used a defensive. Oh, I bubbled. I hear cats. They're up to trouble. If the stream goes offline, please stand by. I will bring it back. Hopefully we're okay. Okay, we did it. We did it. Improvement. What are you guys doing? You may not do that. You may not. Whoa. Excuse you, troublemakers. Audio nibbles. I'm so sorry. Is it still staticky? Gotta check. No, that's Tiki. That's Tiki in the plugs. Oh my gosh. I think today I'm getting some cable management stuff in, and I'm gonna try and do what I can. Okay, good now. All right. I think it's my episode. No, I think it was the cats. I think it's just I have got a lot of cables, and when you wiggle them, bad things happen. Tiki in the plug next on CBS. You can sit on my desk, but you can't play with the audio mixer. And he's gonna go sit on it is what he's gonna do. Oh, he's sitting on it. Okay. Let's switch that. You wanna come? Why don't you just come sit on my lap? It's nice. I've got big poofy sweatpants on today. No? You wanna sit there? Gosh. I love cats. So cute. Silly bird bit an extension cable, shocked his beak. Whew. Do you have kids? No, I have cats. I have cats. I call them my kids because I'm that person. It was a bit of a culture shock to me, or just a shock in general, I guess, when I realized I'd reached the age where people were asking me if I had kids, and it was like just a normal thing to ask. I got my yoga instructor asked me that too, and I'm like, no, I don't. Fluffy tail. Rather have the sound problem than no kitties. I love cats too much, I think. I am pretty sure I have been activated as an agent of the cats. I work for them. Okay, so I have interrupts. I think I'm pressing the appropriate paladin buttons. I'm gonna take one button off my bar because it's tempting me too much. They are very cute. They're gonna be full grown like tomorrow. Tiki already looks like a full grown cat. I think in another month Tuna's gonna be right there with them. I did not remember when I got them how much kittens eat. I thought they're like this big. How much can they eat? Everything. You have very hairy kids. They're pretty furry. Yeah, just do one button. I tried that on the first rare and I died, and now I feel like I should press my buttons properly. What's his or her name? The black kitten is named Tiki. The white one with black markings is Tuna. And then I also have a dog. I've got a big German Shepherd Malamute mix. German Shepherd Malamute, etc. mix. And his name is Moose. He's sleeping in a bed behind me right now. I relate to this. Maybe I'm a kitten. Okay. Oh man, I got an epic piece of gear and it spooked me for a second. I thought, this is it. So if I do get into an emergency, 8 is Lay on Hands, 9 is Divine Shield. That one's Blinding Light. That might come in kind of handy. I'm gonna get rid of everything on my bar that's not important here. Oh, I could probably wear that piece of gear, actually. I originally made this character. She's a Lightforged Draenei, and I just wanted to have a character to focus on blacksmithing. I wanted a character that had some kind of blacksmithing racial. It's not the only one that has it, but they're one of the races that have a blacksmithing racial, so that I could make decor, basically, like level blacksmithing in past expansions to craft decor. And I thought it was cute that they could make their own, forge. You can place a forge as a Lightforged. Bless you. Alright, I think they've settled down. Tuna's on the PC and Tiki's on my notebook. They're so funny because they'll go through the different stages of cat activity, but they'll do it in sync. So they'll both be crazy at the same time, and then they'll be cuddly, and then they'll both settle down to, like, groom at the same time. They'll both be simultaneously giving themselves a bath. School's out here in SoCal, and the mounts are slim pickings. I've started to dig into alts I have that are on other realms, and even I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding some spawns. I might need to turn war mode on. Saturday morning's gonna be a tough time too, because you're gonna get a lot of adults that work weekdays. Doing a challenge next season to see how far I can go in Mythic Plus using only single button assist. How high do you think I can go? It depends. Are you pugging? I feel like that's more of a social experiment than anything, because you're gonna be like, I'm sure your character will perform fine, but you're gonna be eventually limited by the groups you can get into and the caliber of the people that you're playing with. That'll be your limiting factor. Pugging. Interesting, yeah. I don't know. 3K? Just dyed my hair green, loving your pink. Oh, nice. I'm a little jealous. I thought if I didn't do pink, I was gonna do like a teal, like a blue kind of green instead. I've had teal hair before and I liked it a lot. I felt like that one was flattering on me. Why are people calling the new Delve boss Simon Says? Oh, I haven't seen it. Maybe it has a Simon Says game? It must. It must have some kind of Simon Says minigame. Did you know that the Battle Pet Alvin the Anvil works as a blacksmithing mining anvil? Yeah, I actually just took it off my bar. I had it on my little mini bar over here. Alvin's cute because he also follows you at like a really slow but very consistent speed. So he's kind of like the thing that follows. Like if you go somewhere and you've summoned Alvin, he's gonna make his way over. Not in a hurry, but he will get there. It's vaguely terrifying. Going back and forth with myself and what I'd like to do with my hair color-wise. Red is my comfy color, but the emo animal in me wants black hair again. Black with green around my face would be really sick. Black is one you have to kind of commit to because it's so hard to get out if you ever want to do anything else with it. What if you did a split dye? I almost did a split dye. I was looking at like down the middle or even like 70-30 like split dyes. I just realized that it was going to be beyond my talent levels. I wanted I was going to do... I don't even think I had colors picked out, but I feel like especially if you want black, doing like half black and then half a different color I feel like would be super cool. And kind of have that like throwback sort of emo kid energy to it. And also I can live vicariously through you because I didn't do it. Love your red hair. Thank you very much. Like to see peach color with black highlights mixed in. The hard thing is that it's like later on you have to be able to separate those highlights out again if you ever want to like add color to one part of it without doing the other. Even just like a straight line split dye, you have to be really precise with, otherwise it's going to look super messy. And I'm not. I'm pretty inexperienced at doing my hair at home. I've done it a handful of times, but it's. I think I need more practice. I'm terrified of when eventually my roots grow out to the point where I have to relighten my roots, because that's going to be harder than just lightening all my hair was. We tried to be as methodical as possible, but it still took us like an hour to get the bleach on my head, and it kind of, even at a low developer volume, it processes faster than that. Revoked the ability to do my hair myself because I ruined it once. Oh man. I feel a lot more confident playing with my hair because I've shaved my head before and I liked it. So I know if I ever like really ruin it and I just can't deal with it anymore, I can literally shave it all off and be fine. So I've made my peace with the worst. It frees me up a lot. My hair also grows pretty fast, so like, you know. As assuming that I don't want to have it super long, and I don't think I do. I think if I wanted to have super long hair, I would just wear a wig. Tiki's watching YouTube chat. He's sitting in front of my YouTube monitor, like, cranking his head at the emotes and stuff. He's looking at the hearts from earlier. If you shave it close again, you should do a leopard design. You think very highly of my abilities. Bleached the underlayer of my hair myself, and it looked and turned out really nice, and then decided to bleach the rest, and that did not turn out nice. Hair's down my back. Let me tell you, it was a long time to bleach my brown hair to a level 9-10. Oh, I bet. It took me ages, and my hair's only to my shoulders. Hi, Tiki. Hi, Tiki Bear. No stepping on the audio. No stepping on the audio. Does he still look like a kitten at all? He just looks like a kitty cat now, huh? He's so shiny now. He's got such lovely shiny fur. I'm so proud of you. You grew such a lovely coat. Are you really up? Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Now it's all green, nice blonde base. When it fades, can redo with a different color. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking because I did mine pink, I can kind of redo it in like a closer to a red, like a darker pink. I could also go purple without a lot of stress. I think that if I put like a medium purple on top of this, it would probably turn purple. We'll see. I've got some more pinks. I'm probably just going to try to brighten up my pink maybe this weekend. I just got to get over myself and just do it. Maybe I'll do it today. Although I might end up doing cable management today. Hi, buddy. He's so cute. You can't see him. He's kneading on my knee or on my leg. He's just doing his stomps. He's doing left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. It's so cute. Hi. You got this. My stamina for projects peaks when I'm thinking about doing it and then falls off a cliff. So as soon as I start like a project that's going to take a while, like dyeing my hair, I no longer have the... I get like 10 minutes in and I'm like, my arms are tired, I'm bored, I'm hungry. I would like to take a nap and I can't do anything because my head is covered in goo. What do you use when you do your own hair? I used Arctic Fox this time. This rare hurts. I'm going to pay attention. I used Arctic Fox. And then I used a Wella or L'Oreal or both, I think. A different brand developer and bleach. I bleached it for way too long. I cooked it a little bit. There are worse things in life than frying your hair. Besides, my hair will never be like silky smooth and healthy looking unless I damage it anyways, because I have, at least not straight. I have naturally curly hair. And I've lived the curly girl routine in life. I've done that. I'm over it. I would rather just damage my hair and bleach it and dye it and heat style it and cover it with cheap products and have it turn out 6 out of 10. It's like, there's no world in which, oh man, if I just took good care of it and didn't use heat and bleach, that it would be silky. Like, that's not what it's going to do. It's going to look like a peasant from the 1600s. Last rare drop, is it for real? Just wow. So it's the 8th out of, the last one out of the midnight rare drop mounts. I have 7 out of 8. I'm at 7 out of 8. Don't fall, buddy. There you go. Arctic Fox is nice. Use Space Cowgirl mixed with Iris Green. I like the way Arctic Fox smells. It smells yummy. It smells like grapes. Grapes flavor. You may not play with my audio mixer. You make it staticky. Any clips from these mount drops? I haven't been saving clips, honestly. Missed all of them. One of them happened day before yesterday. Multitasking. Hi. Alright, there you go. There you go. Good luck on the drop. Thank you very much. It can happen. No. Obsessed with black cats. Want one. I kind of was too before I got one. He's so sweet. I didn't really have any like particular color. The only thing I knew when I was kind of looking at cats is I didn't want to get another gray tabby, just because to me gray tabby was Kira. And I didn't want something that was, I wanted a cat that I wasn't going to try and like project too much onto when she eventually passed. She was still with us when we brought home the kittens, but I knew she didn't have forever. So I was kind of thinking about cats that were like basically any color that wasn't like a silver tabby or a brown mackerel tabby. Random void appears on Keo. Never had a black one. That's partly it. I know they're not like Skittles, and I'm not trying to collect them all, but there's a tiny part of me that still kind of wishes, or like, if I was like really rich and had bad judgment and would just keep like lots of cats, I would also want like an orange one, and I would also want a calico one. I know you're not just trying to like scrapbook them. I know that's not the vibe. They're all so different and they're all so sweet. Oh, don't lock us in. They might want to leave. It's okay. You're not making that much noise. I can't hear you. Orange cat's very orange. I'd never even heard of like a cow cat until I got Tuna and I was trying to look up what people called his fur pattern. I need to heal myself here. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I'd never heard of a cow cat before. Didn't even know it was a thing. Calicos are gorgeous. I have a tabby and a calico, basically all the cat color palette at home. Click on the altar in the quest hub for extra damage. Ooh, that's a good point. Saw a black kitty up for adoption in a pet store when I was in college, and I think about her all the time because I was obsessed with her name, Elixir. You should keep the name in the back pocket, and then when you get that kitty one day, not that one specifically, but that's a wonderful name for a black cat. They have such different personalities. They really do. It's funny because you expect them to be one way based on, I don't know, things you project onto them or how they are when they're like babies. But as they grow up, they're turning into their own special, distinct, individual little guys. Tuna's kind of a diva. It's so funny. He's not like mean or anything, but you can tell that Tuna hasn't really thought things through, and Tuna is thinking about Tuna first. Like, Tuna kind of walks in the room, and if everybody isn't like applauding, he's kind of looking around like, why not? He gives me diva vibes. He's very cute. I feel giving pets weird nicknames is part of pet ownership. Tuna's gonna have things Tuna's way. Have you come up with stupid nicknames for them yet? Tuna gets turned into lots of things. He's my Tataki Tuna. He's the big Kahuna Tuna. He is Looney Tunes when he's being crazy. That's a good one. He's Toonie most of the time, like the coin. Tiki doesn't have that many nicknames. Tiki's my tiki bird because he chirps like a bird. He's my tiki bird, and that's about it. He's my teriyaki tuna. Tunada. Oh yeah, he's also a tunadactyl. Tuna's name lends itself much better to nicknames than Tiki. Tuna is my tunadactyl because he goes, eh. Beastie's Arctic Fox Pink, switch to Iro Iro. Goes Barbie Bubblegum, Light Cotton Candy Pink. I really want my pink to be a little bit red toned. I want more of like a salmon coral peach pink. I don't really want like very fuchsia or blue. So I actually got some extra Wrath from Arctic Fox to mix in. I don't think I mixed in enough of it, to be honest. I'm just afraid of like messing up the ratios and then coming out looking like Ronald McDonald. There is every chance that I kind of eyeball the ratios and I put it on and I'm like, it'll come out less red than this, and I come out and I look like literal fast food clown. I hope I looted the last rare. If not, maybe it'll mail it to me. If Tiki goes to the bathroom on anything, you could be Leaky Tiki. No, I don't want him to be Leaky Tiki. Although he does occasionally. He had the worst problems with his tummy, so he was Leaky Tiki for a while. A little smear monster. He's doing better, but I still try to catch up with him after he's been to the box to wipe his butt. Just saves a little bit of cleaning around the house. He's getting better. He's doing much better than he was. Where do you guys get Iro Iro dye? Is it online? Is it Amazon? Do you think they have it in Canada? Alright, this one? I think I've just been slowly remembering how Ret Paladin works. I don't think I was pressing my buttons correctly before. Hi Hazel, love you. Hello! How you doing? Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a good weekend. From their official website, would wait until it was on sale, stock up. Oh, okay. Because it's occurring to me that I'm going to need kind of, if I'm going to keep dyeing my hair, I'm going to continue to need it. And it's kind of, I use more of it than I thought I did. The last time I dyed my hair, I had a buzz cut and I used like 3 tablespoons and I'm like, sick, that's great. And this time I had more hair and it took a lot more dye to like really cover it properly. Especially because you don't want to undercover it and have it come out patchy. Long time ago at Disneyland, there was a ride called the Tiki Room. I remember that one, actually. Tax write-off since it's first stream. I'm not even ballsy enough to write off my WoW subscription. In theory, I could write off literally all of my makeup and hair products because I don't style myself if I'm not streaming, but I'm not ready to argue with the CRA about it. I do not want to get audited and then have to explain that. I would rather take it a little bit easy. You know what it is with tax write-off though, is cable management. That's for the office. Yeah, Virgin Pink is too blue for me too. The first time I did it, it turned my hair purple. Electric Paradise 2 orangey. Got mine from Amazon. It's my ride or die. I don't think I remember the Tiki Room song. I remember seeing the masks though. Okay, this character is done. Here, let's take her to the village because she's right by there and see if I can get like a buff. Getting audited part of the fun. Getting audited would be like a crisis for me. I'm sure I would live, but like I'm already so stressed about any kind of like life admin bureaucracy kind of task. Like my taxes ruin my life every year and I have an accountant. I have an accountant and it still ruins my life every year for months at a time. Not paying the taxes, but just like getting everything in order because it's complicated because there's a lot of income sources and there's a lot of countries involved and like there's currency conversions and there's currency conversion, foreign currency exchange, profit gain and loss, and I have to keep track of all of it. And I'm a tiny baby that like cries when I see a number. So like it's hard. An audit would be tough. Like I have all of my records, but like it would be rough on me. I would be very stressed. I'm looking for the altar thing. I forget, it's over here. Tiny baby. My work went through an audit. My parent company's in Italy, so they didn't speak English well. They asked for payroll, but they wanted labor. There is a big difference. I'm just gonna make some of the... I'm just gonna guess. Sure. I don't see why not. Sure. Have you done the Chief? I have. I have done it. I think it was part of the meta. Alright, let's try a druid. Let's try Lamprey. We'll get him out here. I like the poison one. I'm not sure why we have a crafting speed buff when there's no crafting tables in Zul'Aman. That's an excellent point. I've never thought of that. Hadn't considered that before. I'm sure I'm not gonna roll over a cat. Okay, step 1. Get into some kind of a damage spec. Any kind of a damage spec. Step 2, double check your weapons. I have an agi weapon, that's a good start. What's step 3? Go to the new zone is probably step 3.
Hero,
do I have portals? Let's see if I have portals.
Is fading fast.
Oh dear. This isn't going well. I played this game before, I promise. Hi! Would you like back up? Is that what you want? What would you like, my love? You want to jump up? Oh, there we go. There we go. When in doubt, Moonfire. Hi. What can I do for you? Are you trying to tell me that your kibble bowl is empty? Is that what this is about? If I get up, are you going to go sit right in front of the kibble container? Like, make eye contact with me? He's going to go sleep in my sweater. Silverman. He's just going to duel with the chair for a while. Oh, he likes to sit right by the wheels, and it's nerve-wracking. Buddy. I want to scooch the chair and I don't want to run you over. I know. Why don't you just come up for a bit? We're gonna get comfy and we're gonna do Zul'Aman Rares again. That's what we're gonna do. There you go. That's a good spot. This time I'm going to stop by the altar first. That was a great tip. I'm going to stop by the altar first to get a little bit more damage. And I should have... Yep, rear scanner's on, which is perfect. Hi, baby. Those are nice stomps. I'm just going to pretend I'm a feral druid. I don't have the foggiest idea how they work, but we'll figure it out. You just need to have, I don't know, maybe I should one-button rotation it. It wouldn't hurt to have my defensives. He's kneading, but he's putting a paw in my belly button. Is that necessary? Having defensive and self-heal is kind of at the ready, because some of these rares really truck. Ready for a new remix season. No shame in it for farm characters. My question that I guess I'll answer for myself as we go here is whether or not I'll be able to kill the rares if I'm one-buttoning it. It wasn't working for me real good in my paladin. I guess if it's... Oh! What are you doing? What was that all about? Let's turn on Plater. Sounds like extreme science to me. Hi. Why you attack microphone? Here, we'll put it back on the bar. And we're just... Oh, hang on. There we go. We'll press some buttons. I have Berserk, and I have Convoke, and I have Interrupt, and Bark Skin. That should be enough. That should do it. I hate when someone gives me advice when I didn't ask for it. I feel that. Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why? He was sticking his nose in my belly button. Does it smell? I don't. Let's not go there. I showered this morning, my friend. Timing bit too spot on. Okay. Let's do this. I used my cooldowns already. We can run a Bark Skin. What else do I have here? We've got Survival Instincts. I'm just trying to like have a look at what I am gonna need to use in an emergency. Interesting small spot. Nose fits. He's got a funny little velvety feeling nose. Probably didn't like that you don't have a lot of cat smell. I have missed the cat smell application to the belly button. Must rectify. Yeah, these rares are dying just fine, actually. I'm happy with this. Anybody over here? Tuna, those are my curtains, and also I hung that curtain rod myself, which means it's not hung very well, which means you could easily take it down. Do you want up on the windowsill? Is that what you want? You missed your post-shower reapplication of cat smell. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's because I showered this morning. It's like, how dare you? I had it just the way that I wanted it. We're gonna go get our buff. Good afternoon, Miss Hazel. Good afternoon, Mitch. How are you doing? Neat. Just noticed the sky finally doesn't look tuna. The sky finally doesn't look like something out of a sci-fi film. Smoke must have cleared out. Oh, good. Air quality is so stressful whenever it's bad like that. I can't imagine. Oh, it's up, it's up, it's up. I don't wanna miss anything. Oh, I interrupted my own convoke because I forgot how it worked. This character actually seems fine, especially if you have cooldowns up. It seems like seems like it should be fine. That is one thing I never sorted out on my Ret Paladin is I never went and grabbed myself a damage cooldown. If I had one, it didn't show. Reinforced chain. Why is it dropping me soulbound mail armor? Riddle me this. I am a druid. Dracaress, thank you for the 23-month resub. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hi, Mr. Sonic Gen. Started fishing and gathering in WoW again. No game does it better to me. If there's a loud crashing noise, it's because Tuna's going to take down the curtain rod. My friend. Also, I was heading for the... Oh, I found a rare though. Heading for the buff bar. I am going for the Witherbark Pangolin. Witherbark Pango is the name of the mount. It is the last mount that drops from Midnight Rares that I don't have. There's 8 mounts and I have 7 of them. He's opening the curtains and letting the light in. Some of the rares are still goofy. I know there's one out in Quel'Danas that only drops Soulbound after they fixed it. Yeah, I kind of thought that they'd sorted this out. I guess not. I'm getting lots of rares up though, which I appreciate. I like this charm. I'm gonna be not sad when it's over, but it's been a good one, you know? How long have you been farming these rares? Seem to have gotten quite lucky. A month or 2, on and off. When I do farm it, I usually do it for sittings of about 3 hours at a time.
We fight for their mind, all of them.
So we put some hours in for sure. But I do feel like I'm getting a bit lucky. I don't know what the best answer is here. I'm just guessing again. It's like spell power and int. What about this one? Health below 50. Summon some animals. I mean, that just sounds fun. That just sounds like a good time. And then there's the poison proc. Sure. Fingers crossed for the last one.
I go where Zul'Aman leads.
We've been... This is my 2nd or 3rd day of farming for the last one. I feel pretty good though because like we're focused to one zone. Because it's just one mount. I'm taking lots of characters through the one zone. I feel like I'm getting lots of chances at it. Hazel, when I told someone not to give me advice, they said, "Don't let pride make you insufferable." Oh, man. Yeah. I don't think that you're the insufferable one in that context. What are you guys doing? Yeah, sometimes people are gonna people. I wish I could show you what Toon is doing. I can't. He's like concealing himself in the curtain to try to stalk his brother and or like a dangly thing. Only we had a cat cam. Oh wait. Secret agent Tuna. Just ran a time walking as a healer. Didn't know I was a healer to the last boss who said it's Shadow Priest. Was it the one where you have to heal the guy at the end? Is it that time walking right now? Drops are limited by their loot table. Every zone is a ground and a flying mount. Yep, two mounts per zone. Scoots is right. Ground and a flying mount for each zone. That was last week. This week is Shadowlands. With your favorite boss. I haven't... Is Plaguefall really in the rotation? I didn't hit it. I only did one time walking this week to get my buff. That's funny. I could have been Plaguefalling this whole time. Yeah, Necrotic Wait can be miserable. People don't know to not blow up the A-bomb, bait the hook. Yeah. Well, that's a tale as old as time.
Save what relics you can and put to rest these befouled guardians.
How are we doing? We're getting through all kinds of characters today. More Zul'Aman rare kills than ever before. Unprecedented amounts. I think the next character I have that was a remix alt that I could run is a mage, and I'm a little afraid of that. Do you really have all the other mount drops? From Midnight Zone rares, not like in the game. I have... Yeah, let me turn on Mount Journal Enhanced, and I can give you some better data. It's definitely not like my last mount ever. Just got my first mount! Congratulations! Which one did you get? I've soloed Muazala more times than I'd want to admit, because people don't know about the portals. Oh, man. I have... 1,187. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Mounts collected. 7 out of 8 of the midnight rare mounts. Now we're going to do this. I'm going to let my Convoke actually cast. Oh yeah, Druid's fine. Druid's totally fine for this. YouTube, I definitely typed grats. What gives? Is YouTube auto-correcting us into normie speech? Mount hunting has been my passion every time I come back to WoW, whenever that happens. My favorite thing about mount hunting is that it always sends you on a different adventure. It's always going to be a little bit different. You're doing something. Just a little specific. It's not like the same grind every time. Adventures to meet Karakta and Rustfeather. 2 mounts that elude me to this day. Eventually, maybe. Oh, Invader's up. Have you thought about what adventure you'll choose after this one? My plan is to do the fishing for the nether... Oh, I didn't pick up professions. Fishing for nether, Drake. Egg. Voidstorm fishing. This is a little bit dangerous. I want to make sure I kill this one before it does anything gnarly to me. Lots of rejuvenation, or regrowth. Let's maybe spam a little bit of regrowth. Breezebiter is my personal most miserable mount, beyond Soundless. Really? Worse than Soundless? Oh, that's surprising to me. I don't have either one, but ooh, that's tough. Which rare dropped it? Was it Stumpy? I don't remember. I don't recall which mount dropped it. Postponing the Slayer's Rise mounts as long as I can. Yo, same. I don't even know why. It's not even a bad rep grind. I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood to do like a couple world quests in a weekly. I don't know what my problem is. Don't know the English name. One of the Zul'Aman ones? Nice. Want the mount event to come back? Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, you gotta be in the right mindset for a rep grind like that. I feel like it's boring because it's not hard, it's just a bit tedious. It's not even so tedious that you can take pride out of enduring the mediocrity and the tedium. It's just kind of like standard issue tedious. It's one of those things that like you know you're gonna get done, but like you keep putting it off because it's just such a nothing burger. What on earth is that? Is that something you can skin? This character has, I think, skinning and leatherworking, which is already kind of strange for me. I've never seen an icon on my map like that in my life. I guess I've never done midnight skidding. I'll check it out in a second. I want to investigate. Don't know why I collect mounts. I am a one-trick druid. I don't use mounts. Yeah. Collecting a thing and using the collection, entirely different pastimes. Both valid, entirely different. Valuable beast thing. So it's a Dragonhawk Plume Sparkler. It's shiny. I'm assuming I have to kill it before I'm allowed to take its skin. Oh, I missed my kick. Let's see what happens. I don't even know. I don't even think I trained. I got 5 Void Tempered Scales. What are those worth? I don't have Auctionator in this character. Watch them be worth nothing. Oh, very good. Effectively nothing. Gives more leather scales. Oh, I do have midnight skinning. I just got it up to 8. $33 gold you get to keep. That's true. You got a point there. What a beautiful and magnificent creature. Let's kill it. Really, Seagull? This isn't Legion. Okay. I'm kind of getting why Druids got hyped about Convoke. I'm just getting it like 2 expansions too late. 3 expansions too late? Druids were all about Convoke in Shadowlands, and I was busy playing a Necrolord because I wanted the absorb. I wanted like the shield for PvP. Miss A-bomb limb for DK. Oh, there's another one. I wonder if Midnight Skinning's fun. Might be. Doing Shadowlands time walking and a Night Fae Hunter's been so nice. What do they get? It was like a big ground glyph, wasn't it? I haven't noticed the little guys I've been meant to be summoning this whole time. Supposedly, if I fall below 50% health, which I just did, and maybe there's like an internal cooldown or something, that it's gonna summon some friends. I thought so. I was a Kyrian survival hunter in Shadowlands. I was a Kyrian holy priest and then a Necrolord resto druid. That was my Shadowlands life. I keep trying to mine that thing and I can't. I saw wild spirits being tossed in one of my dungeons and it made me feel nostalgic. Glad they never brought back the Kyrian priest ability. You didn't like RPing as a broken light bulb? You didn't like being forced to go into melee as a classically ranged healer so that you could AoE DPS things? That wasn't everything you ever dreamed of? Started Shadowlands as a Necro Druid, then went Venth. It was good. It was a good ability. I forget the details, but I remember it felt satisfying. Yeah, I was just training you for your Fury Warrior era. It ended up being unironically good for Mythic Plus because it was actually quite good DPS, and in Shadowlands, healing was so easy that a good healer just came down to how much damage they could do while still healing. Like Adaptive Swarm when it was a resto build. That's what it was called. One mount, please. No. I might have some armor I can wear, though. Let's look for leather. I have gloves. Bracers. Belt. Chest piece. And it's not even going to ruin my transmog. That's satisfying. I kind of want to know how much these leather things that I'm skinning are worth. I'm going to do a quick auction scan. I want to be able to see. Oh, do I not have Actionator on? Is there any abandoned X-Pack feature you wish they'd kept and improved upon? I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is pet battles, but... abandoned X-Pack features that I wish they'd kept and improved on. What did I really like? Too soon! Kind of drawing a blank. Also, has this bear head always been looking at me? Oh, it's my own armor. Right? It's a skinning thing. Kind of jump scared me. I'm like, who's staring at me? I guess that's skinning equipment. I'm not used to it. Also, I'm out of stuff to do here. I may as well go back to the town so I can get some rested. Get on another alt. Necrodruids. Yeah, everybody got the Fleshcraft shield. That's right, the big absorb shield. Remember when Hazel loved the Eye of the Maw mechanic? Oh, Torghast. I don't know if it's abandoned, more so that it was never intended to be permanent, but the roguelite aspect of putting together a Torghast build by comboing together powers and hoping that you found like the one that you want, so fun on the right class. I had a ball playing Torghast in Shadowlands once I kind of got the hang of it. It was so cool. Okay. Other alts that are on wacky servers. Can I do this on a mage? She's not going to have any self-healing, and that's going to be kind of upsetting. She'll have interrupts, I guess. Who else do we got? We have a priest. Let's do the priest. No, the priest is on Lightbringer. That's not going to help me. I want different realms. The rest of these are on Lightbringer. Alright, let's try the mage. Hazel, I think you would benefit from a few more hunters. Just like how people wanted a min-max, Torghast was about having a fun run. I didn't like Torghast early on when I felt forced into it to get like my legendary currency, but after that point it was really good. I think you need more hunters, yes. Okay, I need to go to Silvermoon. Do I have a teleport that'll take me there? We could, I guess, port to Stormwind and then see if the Silvermoon portal will take me. Heaven help me. I have no idea what any of these buttons do. I guess we can one button. I feel like I'm gonna die, though. I don't know what my defensives are. This character looks like playing a game that I don't know how to play. Here, we'll get rid of some stuff that we know we don't use. There's combustion. That's a cooldown. That's important. There's a barrier. Decurse. Greater invis. Ice cold is another. Okay, good. Yep. Just kind of trying to gather up my defensives a smidge. So this character has jewel crafting and nothing else, so she could take mining too. Playing my Frostfire Mage right now, literally 3 buttons to track. I don't even know what spec I am. Blue? Purple? I am a Sun Fury Fire Mage, evidently. Is that a good idea? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's go give it a whirl. Oh, I was gonna grab mining. Just to have a few things to do in the meantime. Hi. Hi, the Bruce. How are you doing today? Hi, Hazel. How's it going? Hi, Angie. Nice to see you. It's going pretty good. I've been pulling lots of different alts through Zul'Aman to do rares, and I feel like I'm getting lots of good rare kills today. No mount, but I'm having a fun stream. I need Frostfire to be better for fire because the orbs mess with all of my blocks. Did not bother upgrading my legendary past rank 2 or 3. Yeah. So torn on what to play next season. The balanced Druid set looks so fun compared to BM Hunter, but all of my progress this X-Pack has been on my BM Hunter. Making sure I'm not going to run over a cat. Yeah. I'm kind of torn too. I don't know. It is 7 of 8. Yeah, we're 7 of 8. I'm trying to get that fabled final mount. Hi, Elton. How are you doing today? Happy Saturday. Okay. Where are the rares? Maybe I should start with an easier one than that. Oh, it's up though. This is like the hardest one. I guess I could time warp? I don't have the faintest idea. Let's see. We're gonna put on my normal UI. Arcane Int. Blazing Barrier. Combustion. Time warp. Press the 1 button. Oh, I can alter time too. So that I can, if I start taking a lot of damage, I can then go back. Let's do the time warp! Oh, the alter time procced for me. Appreciate that. Maybe this button will help. That was invis. No! No! Oh no! Oh no! I thought it was defensive. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I thought it was ice cold. It was greater invis. They're both blue. How could this happen to me? This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh, Lightwood Boar, destroyer of low-geared alts. Invis is kind of a defensive. I need to put that in a different bar. I totally had that before I invis and reset it. Oh, dear me. Here, we'll put it on something awkward to press. Well, now I don't know if I can do it because I had time warp up. And now I've got 9 minutes of temporal displacement. Maybe swap to frost. Is that better? I have goblin gliders for this reason. How could this happen to me? You're better at druid. I'm better at pretty much everything else. I have not an earthly idea what any of these buttons do. You could have picked a random person off the street and they might have done a better job. Let's try it again though. Oh no, I died over here. Hiding. Like a coward. Let's grab that. There's Arcane Int. Just looking at my bags for anything that might help me. I have a jeweler's tool set and I have 7 battle pet bandages. Wow. On my bar includes teleport. Arcane Explosion. That probably wouldn't have helped me. Alright, so there's Mirror Image. I'm not even spec'd into this. Do I have anything I'm not spec'd into that's on my bar? Lots of stuff. Slow Fall, in case I need to leap off a cliff. Polymorph, that won't be any good. I don't really need to conjure refreshment, I can just recuperate. Famously squishy, yeah. I was a little afraid of this. It's just the last character that I have that's on a realm, like a random RP realm, that's gonna have like good rare spawns up. Pet Battle the Rare? It'll be like sending a rat versus Princess the Hungry Pitbull. Here, we can try Frost. As long as it doesn't muck my bars up too much. I'm gonna one button it anyway. I just want good defensives. So let's starter build. I'm going for the Witherbark Pango. It can drop from any rare in... any rare. So you've got 2 charges of Ice Barrier. There's Mirror Image. There's... hopefully they'll make me do that. What else did I want? Ice Cold? Ice Cold or Ice Block? There's Cone of Cold. That's not gonna help me much. Might need to kick something. If anything, I lost... oh, there's Ice Block. Oh, I have it on 5 already. Okay. If I do this for long enough, I'm going to... if I do this for long enough, I'm going to, sure. Have my time warp back. I don't know what my DPS cooldowns are. At least before I knew to press combustion. I don't know what I've got over here. Nothing? Frozen orb? I guess it's gonna make me press that and it'll be fine. Sometimes the 1-button rotation doesn't have you press DPS cooldowns and you kind of gotta know to push them yourself. Okay, I've got dreams. I've got a pocket full of dreams. Let's try again. Yep. 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 It's attacking my mirror images. That's good. This is buying me precious time. Wow, that hurts. Will this heal me? It doesn't. Okay, so that's not terribly useful. I think I was better off before. Let's use that again. Okay, we did it. That was really, really, really tricky. I don't know if that was better. It didn't really feel better to me. You hurt more. Yeah, I think I want to go back. I think I want to go back to the land of before. It's dead though. All right, I'm gonna go to the town and I'm gonna pick up something. Might be a good trinket. Yeah, I put it on. It's an on use. But oh no, the use just changes your thing. It's gonna give me crit. Some kind of item level. These are just remix alts, but my other remix alts didn't have this much trouble. I just need to figure out what the core buttons are to press to kind of burst down a rare. Outside of my one button rotation. But that rare that I just killed was the hardest one. It doesn't really get harder than that, so should be okay.
Many are still recovering from the Twilight Bleed attack. Help us gotta urge round the Shrine of Cozy for medicine.
Top up first. I'm not just gonna assume that I can do it with 70% health. Okay, I pressed combustion. I'm pressing mirror images. I don't know what's going on. This is terrible. It is working though. Yeah. You can get healing pots. You can just buy healing pots though, like dirt cheap. They would probably, especially for my health pool, heal way more than the warband ones. I feel like the potent ones never drop. Bring back a lot of memories. My main used to be a fire mage. I want to go get the... well, I guess... you know what? It'll still be up in a second. This is a pretty dead shard. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let's go get some kind of a buff. There's got to be a caster one. I wonder if I would be better off ditching one button and like trying to actually like do a basic version of the rotation. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering where the altar is. It's like in the back somewhere. It's kind of above a cliff. There it is. But you're right, health potions is a good idea. I should have some. Let me see. This character's got 3,000 gold. What do they call them? Nope, those are dragonflight ones. Current expansion only. Hi, Tuna. Major human. Oh, do you want up? There's Silvermoon healing potions, right? Silvermoon. Oh, Silvermoon health potions. Pardon me. Yeah, we can get silver ones for like 3 gold. Let's just do 100 of that. Those are... oh, they require 81. Interesting. That is 1 point in favor of the potent ones. Oh, hello. Hello. Please try not to unplug our audio. So this is the casting one. So you can just get spell power but receive more damage. That's a terrible idea. 15% int sounds like a good idea. And then maybe we have like a nice defensive one somewhere. Healed by 50%. 10 minutes. Yeah, I might need it. Get refreshing serum too. It's on a different cooldown. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's do it. Refreshing serum. That's 4 gold a piece. Also requires level 81. Alright. Two potions. Not allowed to use either of them yet, but soon. Soon. Hope Nagtol and Vol are not indicative of the design of patch 12.1. I think that it's going to be a little more fleshed out than that. I'm hoping so anyway. Maybe that's cope. Okay. I wonder if part of my trouble with the first guy with Poacher Ravik is that he ported himself out of my meteor. Or a meteor-like object. Yeah, because that was lots of damage. That was fine. Let's head back to where we were. I saw some rares up that I flew by. The only thing I really enjoy about those zones is being done with them. I have to do a little bit more questing next week to get Vol done. And then I'll be like in good shape. I'm gonna wait 15 seconds for combust. Meteor, Pyro, Fire Blast, Scorch. Meteor, Pyro, Fire Blast, Scorch. Where is Scorch? I don't know. Maybe Fireball turns into Scorch or something. That's just an AoE one. One for each of the last 2 X-Packs as well. Like a healing-ish potion that used the DPS potion cooldown. Found the Midnight Zones lackluster? I felt that way at first, but spending more time in them farming these rares has really kind of grown them on me. Okay, alright, you ready? You ready for this? 1, 2... I don't know if I'm supposed to be hard casting this, but I'm doing it. 3... I guess I don't know when I have... I don't know what that means! Crazy things are happening! Crazy things happen on my... I guess I still have the assisted highlight. I could just do that instead of the one button on my screen. Like, the procs look wild, but I don't know what they mean. Still at 5 of 8, been doing old stuff. How is life in the West Coast, Hazel? You still over here? I am, yeah. I bought a house, so I'm not going anywhere. Short of disaster. I'm staying the heck put. Margaret, thank you for the 42-month resub. Appreciate it very much. One quest and that silly 100 lightning bolts achieved. Oh, Godspeed. Power to you. That's awesome. It was a big, big goal of mine. It was such a big goal that after I did it, I didn't really know. I had like a moment of like, well, now what? I spent my entire life saving up for this and working towards this, and I am a little directionless now, but I'm not anymore. I'm all set. I just had a moment. Is this one up? Sometimes this one's tricky. Hope to buy a place again one day, just in an apartment for now. It's a big change from renting and from apartment. I bought quite an old house in quite a remote area on account of real estate prices in British Columbia. And I love it to pieces, but it's a big change from renting an apartment in the city. It's very different. Oldest kid just turned 18? Happy birthday to them. I am cagey about my location these days. I don't give out specifics anymore. I used to live in Victoria. I have moved to the proverbial woods. It's nice out here though. It's quiet. House is in the Highlands, but my ex is keeping it in the divorce. Well, I hope that you get your fair share of that value. Divorce sucks. I'm so sorry. I keep hitting my health potion, expecting it to do something. Land of the bears. I can't believe I lived my whole life, never saw a bear, moved out here, and they're just around. They're just casually chilling. Well, yeah. Bear down the street again. Ran up your way. Watch out. Lock your car doors. All good. Positive change. Apartment. Pink. Cozy. Girly. And he wouldn't have let me paint a wall. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I went through a divorce a couple of years ago, 2021. And, yeah, I get it. Hang up any odd food. Yeah. Oh, great. Big change. Big, big, big change. Maybe over here? Devouring Invader, you up? Has it already been that long? Right? Five years deep now. Good day, folks. Good day to you. Alright. So what's up? This one has also been surprisingly a little spicy. I guess I can lust it again. Here, let's do that. Oh, I shouldn't be hardcasting Pyro, I don't think. Especially not in... Alright, so that's dead. Do you love the Highlands? Souk is just rough with that one road in and out. Yeah. I've done some fishing out that way. It's beautiful. I did a camping trip once too. I think the rares would give more than 6k XP per kill. Yeah. Am I gonna make it? It's a good question. Did some camping at Goldstream, 20 minutes from home. It was so nice. I haven't been to Goldstream since I was a little kid. I've driven past it a million times. I always talk about stopping and I never stop. Grateful to have gotten a glimpse of Souk last year. Day tripped out there from Victoria. Beautiful. Found a great brewery. Nice. You can always sheep or kill the Ray. Oh, that is a good point. That is a button I have. That is a power that I possess. Not so much going through a breakup. For me, it's the redefining myself, letting the heart heal even though it hurts so much. Yeah, breakups suck. Breakups extra suck if you live with someone, and they quadruple suck if you own a lot of property together and you have to get lawyers involved. I'm sure they quintuple suck if you have kids. I at least did not have any children, so my divorce was pretty straightforward, but it was still not pretty. They rarely are. 4 kids, not a good time. Oh, I'm so sorry. My parents divorced when I was a kid, and in hindsight, I am so glad that they did. I am so glad that they did. I've seen quite a bit of divorce in my life, and it's not a pretty thing, and it's not a nice thing, but in every instance, it has led to better life for everybody involved. There's a much brighter day on the other end, or at least there has been in my experience. But it definitely takes some hell to get there. Love the West Coast, going to BlizzCon. So excited to be in Cali again. Oh, nice. Oh, that's gonna be a great trip. Parents' divorce was rough, but 100% for the good. House is so peaceful now. Oh. You get to do things your way. You get to put something down and find it in the same spot again later. You decorate however you want. My parents have been together for over 40 years, And honestly, they probably should have gotten divorced a long time ago. Wow. Staying 8 days there, making a long vacation? Oh, nice. Am I gonna be okay? I'm getting my one button back. I'm getting my single button assistant back. I don't trust myself. It was going better when I let Blizzard press the buttons for me. Oh, I need to put counterspell in my bar though. Been alone so long, it'd be very annoying to have someone around all the time. You ever see the Oprah? Is it Oprah? Or is it Whoopi Goldberg? It's a Whoopi Goldberg. It's a meme and it's like a headline article. And it says something along the lines of her take on marriage is, I don't want someone in my house. Rather not have kids so I can live an easier life. Am I crazy? I don't think so. I think that there are a lot of reasons to have children or not have children. And I think that if you don't actively want to have children, then you probably shouldn't. And that's where I'm at. I think that it's probably one of those things, like, when I think about, and this is going to be really reductive, I'm coming from a really sheltered and limited perspective of a person who does not have children and has pets. When I think about my pets and the life I live with them, the things I do for them, and the money I spend on them, none of those things bother me in the slightest, because I love them so much and I wanted them so bad. And I'm so attached to them. And I imagine that might be how some people feel about kids. Some people must have that drive where things like the expense and the sleep loss and the risk and the social pressures and the million other things that happen with kids all seem like manageable challenges because you just want to be a mom or a dad so badly. I feel that some people feel that way, and I don't feel that way. And then because I don't feel that way, I feel like all of those challenges would be like 10 times as hard as they would be if you have that like drive to overcome them kind of thing. I think that there is no such thing as a not good enough reason to not have kids, because I feel like if you're looking for reasons, you're probably in the right place. It's perfectly fine to change your mind, but it's just a good thing to kind of know your own mind about. The epics prank me. Normalize relationships as separate houses. In this economy? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I used to feel that way, but I like living with... I'm remarried and I like living with my husband because I really like spending time with him. I didn't think I ever would again. When I moved out from my divorce, I bought one plate and one fork and one knife and one spoon because I thought, I'm living alone forever. I am not doing this ever again because, you know, I'm sure you understand that mindset when you've come out of a relationship. And I folded pretty fast. I didn't last very long. I didn't think I would fall in love again, and I did. And now I can't imagine living without him. It's weird. Kids slept for 10 hours every night since birth, basically. There you go. I was so sure I wouldn't too. I was so convinced. I was getting ready for my spinsterhood, my bachelorette life. Yeah, life is zigzag. Sometimes you can't predict these things. Love is icky, joke. No. It's kind of cringe. I am very, very icky, very cringe. Knitting, cats, grown kids, plants, whatever. Open to meeting someone. I think that's the best mind frame from which to find love, is where you don't need it. Like, it's probably the healthiest place in which to meet people is when you're open to it, but it's not something that you feel is like a gaping hole in your life. Because that adds so much pressure that lets you look past things and stuff. Yeah. Hope you got a second knife, fork, and spoon now. Yeah, we got at least 4. I still kind of have, like, I'm still kind of don't love my dishes. One day I will be rich and famous and I will splurge a couple $100 and buy cute dishes and not like college dorm dishes with chips in them. But they're working, you know? Like, you can still eat off the plate, so I can't justify replacing it because, like, how spoiled am I? You know what I mean? I was convinced for nearly 30 years that I would never, ever move away from Montreal. The idea was crazy to me, and then I did. We and our priorities change over time. If you aren't hosting dinner parties, you don't need many extra dishes. It's all fun and games until you host the occasional dinner party, and then you're looking at your dishes like, who wants to eat off of the salad plate? I will do it. Tuna's on my desk, and he's so cute. He's so cute. Hi, buddy. You napping? The two kittens have very different reactions if you pet them while they're sleeping. If you pet Tiki and he's sleeping, he'll kind of wake up. He'll see it's you. He'll go, oh, and you'll go, and you'll just like do a little happy chirp and stretch out and like want to be pet and love on you. And it's very cute. And if you pet Tuna while he's sleeping, he's going to kind of like half open his eyes at you and look at you like, what? That's what I mean by diva energy. What do you want? I'm sleeping. Can't it wait? Like he's such a teenager. It's so relatable. Oh, man. Paper plates for some. Hosts can eat over the sink in a series of paper towels. Watching your stream, the prototype ASMR mount just dropped. Congratulations. Nice. Gearing up a tiny fresh hunter. Anyone want it? You can do ritual sites in a group. You don't have to, but you can. Holy smokes, it's 11:58. Stream went fast today. We got all kinds of rares killed today. I did so many characters. I'm quite proud. I'm quite pleased. I stream 5 days a week, so I do stream tomorrow. I'm reaching the end of my time slot for the moment. I'll be back tomorrow morning for more of this, because I didn't get my mount yet. I feel like I'm better equipped, like I'm better set up for it, so it will be in good shape. I'm going to take her to a rested spot. Finally finishing up withered training, getting the toys I'm missing. Yeah, it's been 3 hours already. Right on the dot, too. It went so fast. It was so nice. Stream VODs, it seems, are going to be on my YouTube main channel and not the VOD channel. It is awkward that they keep moving. I do apologize for that. My online footprint is a mess. It's less of a footprint and more of a smear across various websites. But they are up faster. I don't have to forget to upload them. Like, they're live as soon as the stream is over. So that's a big benefit, is that you don't have to wait for me to remember to post them this time. So if you're ever looking for them on YouTube, they are on the main channel. There's a past streams button. What else should I say? I'm not planning on doing a Saturday news video, to be honest. I'm thinking about retiring those. I just kind of want to have something else to show before I make a big stink about it. I hate being like, I'm quitting this to do something else and then not having anything else lined up. But my body's kind of rejecting them. I think I have done enough. I think it's time for something new. I don't know what, but it's time for something new. Sunday news videos! I think I need to take a potentially permanent break from the news. It's just, I gotta do something, but I don't think it's that anymore. Can't handle any more of them. I just throw them in a playlist. There should be a playlist. I might even be able to make them the same playlist. We'll see. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I really appreciate the company. I'll be back tomorrow morning for a Sunday stream. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.